hello everyone who still doesn't feel like doing anything useful, so instead you're going to do something fun and silly. I am BorderWise, and welcome back to From the Depths. Hiatus was shorter than expected. Long story, or rather just short story, but I can't be bothered to tell it right now. Anyway, after the fun we had with wooden godlies fighting each other, a comment which I don't quite remember what it was said something along the lines of, I think alloy, Deepwater guard stuff or something like that. And then I thought to myself, you know what would be fun? What if we make the Deepwater guard more expensive and we make the Oynx watch cheaper and then fling them at each other? So, this is, as you probably guessed by the title, which has given things away already, why do I bother building up suspense? We're going to do the Deepwater guard with all the wood replaced with alloy against the Oynx watch with all the metal replaced with stone. And now this will have the effect of keeping everything functional, because goodness knows the poor Super Radiance, the last time we did something like this, actually got completely crippled because it was too light to be at the altitude it was supposed to be. I'm not entirely sure, like, what went wrong there, but, like, it was definitely meant to be a heavy armor brick, and changing that ruined everything. But it was fun. This is probably also going to be a very long video. I'm continuing the experimentation because I think the algorithm at the moment likes really long videos because it's like long average watch time or something like that. So please bear with me. Hopefully this will be just jolly good fun and worth the long runtime, etc, etc. Yes, we're doing this all in one. It's going to be silly long. Silly long, I say. And also, haha, I have fooled you. Like, the tarpon, I'm absolutely not going to put on the thumbnail because that'll be too much, but it's not going to be godly craft, because I had a thinky thing and I thought to myself, you know what? The godlies do get a lot of attention, just like, particularly in my content, like, you know, we're always gonna, like, is it godly level, is it godly enough, and that kind of thing. So, we've seen quite a lot in videos, just when we're using testing dummies, or we're, like, comparing craft and stuff like that to, like, the godly. So things like the Eerie, the Bullhawk, the Stronghold, we've seen them a lot. You know what is a little bit underrated? And people have actually told me this, so it's, I guess, not that underrated. Hard designs. So, we are going to be sticking with hard designs this time because I feel they need more screen time. And also, it's nice to remind ourselves of what the hard things are because, as I'm so fond of pointing out with the Alcazar, just because something is not godly doesn't mean it can't be a pain in the butt. Sometimes, because, in particular, hard and medium designs tend to be cheaper than godlies, the AI will spam them a lot more, and depending on what exactly they are and what exactly you have, they can be a pain in the tushy, so to speak. So, allow me to, while the sound of gunfire is off in the background, that is a very unlucky bulwark, by the way, let me serenade you with my mighty spreadsheet, because I love a good spreadsheet. So, here is our tournament bracket, so to speak. Nothing fancy, it's just a Google sheet. So what do we got here? We've got all the hard Deepwater guard craft, so Corsair, Sunfish, Gotha, Outlaw, Abactor, Moray, Paddlegun, Felix, Leatherback, Tortuga, Barracuda, Buccaneer. All of this is alloy, so I'm actually going to make a note there. Alloy, Deepwater guard craft, and then all these fellas are replaced with stone. At least all their metals are replaced with stone. So, what does that mean? That means that all the alloy Deepwater guard craft are slightly more durable, but also slightly more expensive. And the Oynx Watchcraft are all slightly more squishy, but also cheaper. So when we match things up to be cost equivalent, it's the Deepwater Guard isn't going to have its usual advantage in terms of outnumbering things, and the Oynx Watch isn't going to have the advantage in just being extra tanky. So that's not. Who's actually winning here? Honestly, what was I? All right, and another reason I forgot to mention is that the reason we're not doing godlies is because godly Deepwater guard craft, if we do a tournament with the godlies, the tarpon's gonna win. I already know it's gonna win. Hell, the sailfish might actually, the tarpon and the sailfish will probably just clean house, because there's nothing here. Probably not the sailfish, actually. Definitely the tarpon, though. The tarpon can 1v1 an Eerie, which is embarrassing for the Eerie, because it's 300,000 materials more expensive. And it's from a later faction. But anyway, let me show you just a few of these little fellas, just so you get the idea. So let's go with, whoops, wrong one. Let's go with an alloy Deepwater guard thing. Let's spawn in the paddle gun. So, if I just go my regular fleet color, so hopefully you can... What the hell? That's not right. Right. So you'll see that the paddle gun is now, like, mostly alloy, actually. So that means it is more expensive. It also means it's more floaty. But interesting thing about hard Deepwater guard designs and godlies is they actually have more metal on them than wood, weirdly enough. Don't tell Ralston I said that. He will get mad. And let's spawn in a stone onyx watch thing over here. Let's spawn in the Jormungand. So, as you can see, looks roughly the same. It is mostly stone, and that is very nice indeed. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do. What fleet colors are cool here? I'm just gonna. Shall I load in BW black and white? Nah, I think I'm gonna just not do fleet colors. But in any case, now we've got the aluminium can Deepwater Guard versus the brick Oynx watch. So let's hop into the custom battle simulator and get there. And we'll start now. I mean, starting now. See you there. Alrighty, our first fight is the Corsair versus the Claymore. And conveniently, 2 alloy Corsairs is roughly equivalent to 1 Claymore. So this is very convenient. So just zooming in, you can see that we've got our alloy Corsair here. It's this little gun/missile boot. Over there, there's a second one. I don't know why I showed you that. It was exactly the same. And over here, we've got... What do we got here? We have the Claymore, which is basically... What is this? This is just a broadside-y thing. My money is on the Corsairs for this one, but we will have to see, won't we? So, missiles are firing. Guns are firing. Let's see, Claymore is currently copying it. I'm wondering how armored those guns are. Wait, are those mortars? If they are, yeah, no, Claymore's copying it. Oh boy. Where is it? How deep are those getting in? I'm not sure who decided the Claymore should be a hard design. Because currently it's getting mauled by those flak frag shells. Oh wait, this could be it. Wow, all of those missed! Except the Corsairs are now cruising in nice and close, which is not the smartest thing to do, and the Claymore is now running away. Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie me. Oh dearie dearie me indeed. That's an issue. Yep. So really, making the Oynx watch stone, all we've really managed to do is make them more vulnerable to high explosive and frag. That thing the Deepwater Guard uses a lot. And the Claymore is basically disabled on this side, or if it is... Yep. Wow, they're just chasing it down. Rude. Very rude. And by rude, I mean, like, that's how the cookie crumbles. Although if this guy keeps going on like the other side of the Claymore, it's gonna hit it with the crams on the other side. Also, if you hear funny noises, I think there's construction work going on in my building. Yay! Bless your cotton socks, you actually managed to do... That really didn't do much. Well, hooray for alloy. It did something. Oh dear. Yeah, Claymore is, you know what, I'm gonna just preemptively, put the Nah. It ain't over until the cookie crumbles and the fat lady sings, or the fat lady crumbles and the cookie sings. Have you ever heard a singing cookie? I didn't think so. I'd be a little bit worried if you had. Oh boy, are the Claymores going to collide with each other is the question. Don't do it, lads, you have so much to live for. So much to live for. Nyarr. Okay, this might be the part where I just speed up the video a little bit, because, Claymore's not winning this one. And there she goes. Well, that did not last long. That was, roughly 3 minutes of, 2 boats bullying another boat, as you do. And just to show you, these are very close in terms of their material costs. So, I'm just going to bring this over here, and we're going to put the Claymore in the losers bracket 1, and also going to make the losers bracket friggin' the correct font size, because I can't see, I'm old, my eyes are bad. I'm not that old. Alright, so, Corsair versus Claymore. And we're going to strike that out, and the Corsair is going to carry on to the next thing, wherever that is. Can you please? Thank you. Okay, moving right along. It is the Sunfish versus the Brandystock. I am going to set that up right now. Alrighty, we have our fight set up. We've got 3 alloy Sunfishes over here. The Sunfish, I believe this is a flying front-sider, just judging by the look of it. It's got crams on it, it's got a bit of missiles on it. What's down there? Oh, it's got a flamethrower. I think the Brandystock is in deep doo-doo. Yep, let's see here. Yeah, his alloy. Whew, correct blueprint, very good. Brandystock, I don't know how well this is going to do. Oh no, the Brandystock is in deep trouble because the Brandystock is in deep doo-doo because this is mostly a torpedo carrier. Although I guess it has missiles as well, so we'll have to see. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's see how it do. Right, so first things first, initial volleys. What is that missile gonna do? Right, first blood to the Brandystock. And fast missiles be fast. Alright, so they are going to... It is actually quite helpful that this Brandystock is made out of stone. Because stone is very, very fire resistant, so that is nice. Uh-oh. Sunfish are quite... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, no, the Sunfish is, The Sunfish is, doing great here. What is that? Oh. Oh, wow, they're right over the top of it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is like the perfect nightmare of a cram boat, I have to say, when things get, like, really close, and also, like, you can't aim at them very well. Yeah. Oh, boy. What?! No way. I think that cram... Okay, that cram probably missed, but it also, Wait, yep, okay, wow, that was brutal. Okay, so, note to self, people. If you just want to play boat game, with boat, beware the Sunfish. I'm so glad I decided to do hard designs rather than godly, because the Sunfish is one of those things that, I think it'll give a new player, like, a really hard time. Really hard time. And yeah, the poor Brandystock, definitely not equipped to fight such things. Okay then. Ooh dear, looks like, I think really, honestly, the making the Deepwater guard stuff, made of alloy rather, would just make them better. Because they're already kind of designed as, like, glass cannons. And all you've done is reinforce the glass cannon. And their cost actually hasn't gone up that much. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go over here. Sunfish versus Brandystock. Gonna color that. Let me show you what I'm doing, actually. Listen to the siren sound thing. Gonna color that red. That fight's already been done. Color coding is very nice. So Sunfish. Fish versus... Alright, and we probably are going to have to fight stuff against their own team, so to speak. Alright, Sunfish versus Blurg, and Brandystock goes here. Brandystock versus there. So it's like, I guess this is kind of a team tournament, or at least it starts out as a team tournament, and then it's going to be a free-for-all any second now. So next is the Gotha versus the Parapet. This is also a very bad matchup for the Parapet, because, well, I don't think it's just going to go very well. To the setup! Alrighty tidy, we've got 3 Gothas versus a Parapet. Alloy Gothas, in fact, and stone Parapet. So Gotha is one of the most fun things to explode in the entire game, because it's got this giant central explodey gun. Let's see if any of them get exploded today. And the Parapet is a specifically anti-ship thing. I believe that this gun has, like, very little muzzle velocity. so we might have issues here. I think the parapet's best hope is that the Gothas run into each other, so we'll have to see if that happens. Away we go. Away we go. And this is going to be a lot of boom, bang, bang, bang coming from the Gotha. I believe both of these things are going to try and fly over the top of each other. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. No, the parapet's in deep trouble. Wow. It's getting mauled. Wait, remind me, what are these shells? Are these AP frag? Nope, it's just pure frag. Oh, wow. Oh... I think this initial run is very bad matchups for our Stone Oynx Watch friends. Oh... Wow, a lot of the Oynx Watchcraft can't even really hit Deepwater Guard stuff. Yeah, no, it's not hitting them at all. Not hitting them at all. I think that'll change a little bit. Wow, the Gotha is like, this is one of those things that if you just let it shoot at you, it's gonna absolutely ruin your life. Oh, looks like this thing was supposed to be made out of metal. By the way, it was just the metal I replaced and not the alloy. Because if I replaced that, the weight would change and things would fall into the ocean and sink and that kind of stuff. Yikes! Ouch! Yeah, Deepwater Guard is cleaning up right now, so, yep, there she goes! Yeah, the parapet is kind of a dedicated anti-ship killer, so that was a very poor matchup for her. I didn't really go out of my way to, like, clear this up. I'm going to need to adjust my spreadsheet a little bit, aren't I? Alright, so let's go to the Gotha. I think the loser bracket is going to be full of Oynx Watchcraft fighting themselves, so this is now red, and the Gotha goes here. No. Go, what? Google? You don't know what I'm doing, alright? That versus that. Alright, thankfully that was good. Alright, so this right here. This right here is where things are going to get interesting. I think the halberd, the halberd is actually the thing I think is going to win this whole damn tournament, simply because that APHE timed gun is going to tear Deepwater Guard stuff apart. So let's see. Let's hop over to the setup. It is the Outlaw versus the halberd now. Alrighty tighty, we've got a pair of alloy outlaws versus a stone halberd, which sounds like a Minecraft weapon, honestly. Or maybe a Dwarf Fortress weapon. Actually, definitely a Dwarf Fortress weapon. So the Outlaw, I remember this guy. This is a front-siding, I believe these are cram cannons. They are cram cannons. And it kind of wiggles back and forth. And would actually be a real problem for a lot of Oynx Watchcraft. But not the halberd, because the halberd, new and improved halberd, has this giant gun right in the middle, which is AP timed HE, which is really good at killing stuff. Honestly, very good gun in the middle there. Basically what's going to happen here, I think, is that if this middle gun on the halberd survives, it wins. And if it does not survive, it loses. So let's see here. Let's see what happens. So we've got some of that, and basically nothing is active defense. Alright, so one of the outlaws is already, yep. Yeah, them cool black tracers. Very, very fast shells, too. So, oh, this guy is already in deep trouble. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Oh, that timed frag is not doing well. Yep. This is more what I expected. This is definitely more what I was expecting from the halberd. Jeekins hell, that gun. Note to self, people, is just like a timed APHE gun. I think, is it 8 meter or 6 meter shells in there? I think it's 6 meter. But yeah, no, they're like, yeah, this is what I expected. Halberd is just cleaning house. Actually, usually the crams aren't doing nothing either, so... Yeah, okay, no. The outlaw is just getting, Tyrannosaurus Shrek right now. It's like, alright, so Deepwater Guard planes might be enough to, might bully, the smaller, ships of the Oynx Watch, but, like, once we get into the big stuff, the chunky stuff, yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. Honestly, the halberd's just a solid design. It's just, you know, it's a nice... How expensive is this? It's below 300k, it's just got a nice big gun. It does have the problem of that nice big gun is the highest point of the ship, and is right in the middle, which gets hit easily. I made a whole video on that. But the thing is also nice and compact, I guess, but I don't know. Let's have to see what happens. I guess against Cram, the halberd really suffers, but you need to survive that gun first. And that outlaw is disintegrating, so we can actually get finally we have an Oynx Watch win, eh? Awesome. So I'm going to, oopsie daisy, I'm going to go over here, and so we're going to put the halberd over here. Halberd, halberd, halberd. And that spreadsheet thing is now red, and this is now green, which means it's green for go. And the outlaw can fight the claymore. So, outlaw over here, losers bracket, because both of them are losers, at least for now. Also, I have no idea how many fights there's going to be. I'm not a practice tournament-y type of person, and also I really like doing this kind of in-game already tournament, because quite frankly, it's fun, and requires zero preparation time, and no one is allowed to be mad at me, and it's just generally quite excellent. Alright, what is next? Abactor versus Palisade. Let us do that thing. Alrighty ho then, we've got two alloy Abactors versus a stone Palisade. The Palisade is actually kind of materially outmatched right now, which is unfortunate, and weirdly enough, it's kind of reversed. So the Abactor is kind of like a mini battleship type thing, like pocket battleship, except like small pocket, I guess. And it's got like, what has it got here? It's got nice chunky crams, and it's got guns on the sides, and it's quite pretty. It's got, what are these? I think these are torpedoes, actually. Okay then, so yeah, it's also got these casement guns here, so it is quite, it's one of them broadside-y things that I think is, are these diff guns? No, they're crams. It's more crams, the thing's full of cram. Yep. And the Palisade is one of my favorite things to test against because it just throws so many large missiles at you. And apart from the large missiles, it really doesn't have much going for it. So, the Palisade is one of those things is that if you've forgotten your missile defense, you're in deep trouble. But if you remembered it, you're probably fine. So let's see how this goes. Alright, so the thing about crams opening volleys is that they generally miss. Yep, so that's an issue. And let's see there. Let's see how well the Palisade does. Alright, also I forget what the, Alright, so the Palisade is absolutely eating it right now. Yep, it is eating it badly. Yeah, I think the Palisade's gonna lose this one. But it's not going all the way of the Abactors either, because they are exploding a lot. I don't think the Palisade's gonna win. It got off one good volley, and that was it. Yep, it is now... Ooh, boy. Yep, no, crap. Yep, oh, that's where the ammo compartment used to be. Huh, I kind of thought the Palisade would do better, and then I forgot that by Oynx Watch standards, this thing is made of Play-Doh. And it being out of stone doesn't really make a difference. Weirdly enough, the Palisade is kind of a glass cannon, but it's also a slow, blobby glass cannon, which is not really what you want for your cannons, like, ever. So... definitely a victory for the Abactors there. Bearing in mind that they have a nice big material advantage. So yeah, looks like over here on the spreadsheet, we're gonna have... What are we gonna have? Abactor moves on. Abactor versus whatever. Gonna try and... We'll tidy this up later, don't worry. Okay, so let's go there. And then the Palisade is over there. Palisade versus Blurg. And Moray versus Jormungand. Okay, I think the Jormungand's gonna win this one. I think it depends... Possibly, I don't know. Setup time, gotta love that setup time. Setup time, gotta love that setup time. Snaky things that live in water. We've got a pair of alloy Morays versus a stone Jormungand. So the reason I say it's snaky things live in Moray, because Moray is an eel, a dur, and the Jormungand is the world serpent. So let's see what wins. Two flying Morays versus a stone Jormungand. Let's see, the Jormungand... Oh, the Jormungand has a big gun. Alright, if this big gun lives, then the Jormungand wins. And if it doesn't, I think they'll lose, because I think the Moray is actually... It's quite fast. Let's see what happens here. So, as per usual, the first cram volleys miss horribly. Yep, okay, so the frag guns are going to be a bit of a problem. Ooh, okay then, let's see. Oh, also you're driving closer. That's a good idea. Oh, the Morais might collide. They might collide. That's bad for them. Oh, the Morais are really not evasive enough. Oh boy, oh boy. Never mind, they're pretty evasive. Okay, the Jormungand is not doing well. The Jormungand is in fact doing badly. It looks like the Deepwater Guard are going to have to engage in some petty infighting in order to make this even. Okay, what are the... Oh, this is a fight! Look at this! What just blew up here? Okay. Alright, this Moray is being very silly because it's flying in front of the Jormungand, and that APHE gun is just... This is why people use advanced cannons more than crams. Because, quite frankly, advanced cannons are better. When the Moray shows up... Wow, the Jormungand is actually winning. What was that? That was Crambits. Someone's rushing around, making a huge hullabaloo, huh? Let's see what's happening there. I guess being a bulky boy really helps. Okay, wow. Uh-oh. Somebody is dropping in altitude and speed. Oh, that Moray is that Moray dead? Nope, it isn't. Wow, this is cool! Woo, baby! Is the gun dead? No, it isn't. It's just... Oh, right, this thing has shields. That probably helped a lot. Alright then, Jormungand. I didn't think it was gonna win. Silly me. Although it needs to come back around, otherwise it's gonna have a bad day. Is this cram going to hit? No, it is not. Why would it do that? You're turning the wrong way, mate. This is the problem with From the Depths AI. It really does like to sniff glue, eat paint, eat glue, sniff paint, and, you know, other things. Oh dear. Somebody's detection might be damaged. Okay, not that damaged, apparently. Whoa, something exploded over here. Let's see, does this work? Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, that APS is, on the Jormungand is, like, quite similar to the Halberd, except slightly less uh-oh. Yeah, nope, there it goes. I think the Jormungand's now in trouble. I think she's gonna be clipped away, bit by bit. Not that the Morais are doing much better. That guy is, like, running over there like an absolute wuss. Also, it's rather weird to see, like, the Oynx watch an unpainted stone. Ooh, yeah. Uh-oh, somebody's falling into the water. Somebody's falling into the water. I reminded everybody that there is, like, a 10-minute time limit on there. Uh-oh. Somebody's made of alloy and is very floaty, which means that you are perpetually in cram range. On the bright side, it means no sinking despawn, ever. Lots of guns, lots of guns. Lots of guns is very fun. Whee! How did you miss? Whee! Oh dear. Okay, this is the longest fight so far. Dramatic! I don't know who's going to win! I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know who's going to win. I could have planned this better. And yay! One moray is dead. Now this is probably going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years, because I think this moray's steering was disabled. Is it nope, it's not really moving, is it? Alright, this could take a hot second, so bear with me. And time has run out. So I'm going to give this one to Team Jormungand because they are... Team Jormungand is at 81% health and Team Moray is at 33% health. Now, you probably noticed in the sped up footage, future me, you better remember to speed up that footage, you gods, that neither of these guys were able to actually hit each other because the Moray was kind of stuck. And I think all the detection on the Jormungand was essentially blown off. So yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna just soothe you with the soothing sounds of gunfire right now as I do my spreadsheet. Alright, so Jormungand, we're gonna say that they won that one because frankly they were outnumbered and they managed to, well, more health at the end wins. Jormungand, because that is spelling. Alright, that is now green because that is a color. And this is now red. And we're going to put, let's see, Brandestock versus Moray. And the Moray is going to win that one, we already know. But, yeah, honestly, the, so far, the, what do you call it? The Deepwater Guard is doing a lot better. So, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, good. Yeah, right. I'm doing this right. I swear I am. If I'm not, do let me know. Alright, so now paddle gun versus anvil. Let's go set that up. Alrighty. 2 alloy paddle guns versus 1 stone anvil. My money is on the anvil because the anvil scares me. So, just to remind everyone, the anvil... Let's do that so you can see the guns. The anvil has nice chunky crams, and it has some of the most bread-bordered mortars I've ever seen. These things are stupidly accurate, and I anticipate we are going to see the paddle gun get hit straight in the head quite a lot. As for the paddle gun, it is a glass cannon, infamous paddle gun. Tends to get overshadowed in recent days because it's no longer in the godly section. Spits out a lot of frag and... Is it pure frag or frag flak? I never quite remember. But anyway, the alloy change didn't make a hell of a lot of difference. I think it just made it more light and floaty. But we're gonna have to see how this goes. Away, my pretties! So first thing that's gonna happen is an absolute river... wait, this is where we can check. What is it? This is... Yep, it is frag and frag flak. Rather slow shells. But they make a nice big mess, and the mortars are away, they go. And paddle guns, jeez. Oh, that is a river of garbage. Okay, the anvil might not survive this. It depends on what those mortars do. Let's see what they do, let's see what they do. Yeah, ooh boy, hold on, let's see what these crams are gonna hit first. What are they gonna do? They missed! Oh, these are also seawards, by the way. Oh no. Oh, the mortars are off target. Oh boy. Also don't remember if it's built feeders or something else in there. Ooh. That is a lot of block confetti. Let's see. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, paddle gunners are, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Deepwater Guard on Deepwater Guard violence, today, simply because I think that, well, firstly, there's more Deepwater Guard craft. I probably should have limited them. Oh, never mind. Aha! Oh, yes! I'm so glad I caught that on camera! That was absolutely what I was hoping for. Holy crap! See what I mean about those mortars? Which are basically untouched, by the way. Yep. Mortars in the sky. I can go twice as high. Let's follow these mortars. Yeah, seriously, these are some of the most stupidly accurate mortars like I've ever seen on any craft. And I really need to... By the way, you can steal the breadboard on the anvil. Oh, never mind. Mortars didn't even need to have... Ooh. This is why with front-siders you don't actually want to put your weapon straight in the middle of your craft on the front. It gets hit first. Damn! Anvil turned that around. Aha! My prediction was correct! She did get quite badly beat up, look at that, wow. I guess, like, alloy and stone, like, I guess this is a kind of proof that it's a pretty decent combination, because she was losing health very quickly, lost a paddle gun and everything, but, yeah, it's just surface damage. Like, none of those shots really got into the interior. This cram cannon almost got shreked, that's for sure, so, yeah, look at that. Looks like the anvil is gonna go on. Frankly, I would be disappointed if it didn't. Alright, so, this red fight concluded. The waters are stained with blood. And just for giggles, this is gonna go against the Gotha, because it's just there, I guess, bearing in mind that everything in the losers bracket can fight its way back up. And rejoin the whole pack. This probably isn't going to go very well for the anvil because it's not good. It has really terrible anti-air, and quite frankly, I might be being a little bit unfair. And the paddle gun goes down here versus the parapet. We'll have to see how that goes. Alright, now it is time to shuffle things a little bit. So, we need to... how am I gonna do this? I need to think for a second. So we're gonna put here. I'm actually gonna throw the Felix against. I'm just gonna plug these guys in here so everyone has a chance to fight. Because I don't really want to. Actually, no. You know what we can do? We can throw this big stuff over here. We can see. Yeah, screw it. I want blood, damn it. So let's go here. Let's throw the Felix versus the Bacter. Leatherback versus Tortuga. Typical piratey fashion. The Deepwater Guard is turning on itself. This might be a bad idea, and the Barracuda versus the Buccaneer. Excuse me. Alright. Gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting the Deepwater Guard to win as much as they have been winning. So we'll have to see who actually gets over there. So let's go here to the Rose. There we go. And more stuff will go into losers bracket. No worries! No worries, no worries. Okay, so next is Corsair versus Halberd. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Okay then, I think I'm gonna have to be satisfied with this arrangement. Alright, so now we have 6 alloy Corsairs versus 1 stone Halberd. My money is personally on the Halberd. Comment down below what your bet is. Because, the Halberd is actually really good at, like, annihilating swarms of smaller craft. Ask me how I know this. Okay then. Somebody is getting Tyrannosaurus shreked, and that is embarrassing for you. Where's that other bullet going? Yep, there it is. That Corsair is having a very bad day. Alloy is not saving it at all. Right, let's see what else is happening. Right, lots, alright, so the Jormungand is really not taking much damage. And Kablooey, yep, this is what we like to see. We like to see blood and guts, and also blood and guts. Deacon's Christmas. Okay, yep, nope. Corsair wasn't winning this one. Now we see why the Oynx Watch is able to withstand non-stop pirate raids forever. I can't tell where that gun's aiming. It's aiming over there. I forget that this gun has like 360-degree arc of fire because I was just looking at the Jormungand with its not 360-degree arc of fire at all. And yep, 2 Corsairs down, and they're closing in really close, which is not smart against something that is armed like this. Not at all. Kablooey. Wow. The helmet is basically juggling these little fellas. Yep, oh, there goes another one. Okay, wow, this was a slaughter. This is, I'm not sure anyone's really surprised by this. Oh, this does have a limited arc of fire. Huh. Note to self, you can flank the halberd. And... whoops, that didn't work. Okay. Alright, there's one little Corsair left. Can he do it? Nope. No, he cannot do it. Cannot do it. Dead. Very dead. Dead, 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 dead. You are dead. Yes, you are dead. I hate to tell you, boy, that you are dead. Wait, is salvage turned off? I guess it is. Well then, time for a little bit of spreadsheetness. Okay then. So, halberd goes on. Halberd versus whatchamacallit. And this is over here. Oh, look how bloodstained this all is. Right, and the Palisade is versus the Corsair. This is a totally fair way to do a team tournament. I've never done a team tournament in my life, and that's why we're not doing one. Alright, Sunfish versus Jormungand. Okay, we have 4 Sunfish versus Jormungand. The floppy paddleboard of the sea, now of the sky, versus World Serpent. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, that APS needs to do a lot of work very quickly to prevent this thing from getting barbecued. What did the Sunfish fight first? The Brandystock. Basically, to avoid the Brandystock's fate, that gun needs to basically kill every Sunfish. Oh god, this is a bobby thing. The Sunfish scares me. I don't think you can beat the halberd, but at the same time... you never know. Those are... oh, no. Nope! Jormungand has lost. Jormungand has lost. Jormungand has lost. Actually, the Sunfish is kind of like the Sailfish, but like, you know, baby Sailfish. Okay, then. Jormungand is not out yet. Just like that... did the Sunfishes collide with each other? Oh, no. No. Uh-oh. Now that's just rude. Please don't crash my game. Oh, no. Okay, what happened? Okay, then. Alright, so, Jormungand is like, ooh, lordy. Okay, so this was, incredibly violent. Alright, so that's, one of the nastiest things about the Sunfish, is that if it crashes on top of you, it's covered in rams. How did you miss at that range? What is wrong with you? Okay, Jormungand keeping the Oynx Watch dream alive, clearly. Alright, so now this one Sunfish might very well still win it for the Deepwater God. Is it gonna do the trick? It is hovering exactly where the Jormungand cannot shoot it, which is very awkward. Uh-oh. Huh. Right, is this one, are this one missile crossbow thingies actually going to work? If you see metal, by the way, that's decoration, so please do not panic. Come on, Jormungand. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm believing in you slightly less. Oh, lordy, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, nope. I think the Sunfish is going to take it. Barely. Yep, the Jormungand is, Yep, engines are compromised. This is why you bring lambs along for stuff. Yep, no, the Jormungand literally cannot aim at this thing in time. This is yet another reason not to use ships. Unfortunately, we call this game Boat Game, yeah, nah, it's like, nah, it's really Thrustercraft game, let's be honest with us. Well, this is gonna take a while, and it's gonna be very painful to watch, if you are a fan of the Jormungand. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep, well, I didn't need to speed up that footage. The Jormungand is dead. Low health, dead. Very, very dead. The Sunfish is scary as hell, man. I think even the Halberd might struggle with this. But bear in mind, this is kind of a free... Did I say that? I hope I didn't mislead people here, like there's making... I don't know how to run a team tournament, and I didn't plan this out ahead. We are doing the experiment of just, we're gonna make silly content that is fun, and it is fun. And I'm gonna get better slowly, like I always do. Okay then, let us see what over here. Alright, so Sunfish. Okay, so Halberd versus Sunfish. That is immediately gonna be decisive. I think the Halberd, I'm not sure. I have no idea. So this is now red, and the Jormungand goes down here. Jormungand versus... And there we go. Alright, so Gotha versus Anvil. I think this is another very poor matchup for the Oynx Watch. It's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna be bad. Okay, let's go over here. And we're gonna set up a Gotha versus Anvil. Okay then, is everybody ready for a Bismarck moment? Because we've got 6 alloy Gothas against the Stone Anvil. I am not kidding, the Gotha is remarkably cheap. Because it's basically just a gun with wings strapped onto it, even made of alloy. It's like just under 74,000 materials. Meanwhile, the Anvil is a big lump of cram components and heavy armor, so, yeah, that could be a problem. I don't know if that Lambs is going to do anything, so we'll have to see here. Maybe the Gothas will fly into each other. The Gothas do fly in a straight line, which is not a good idea if you want to avoid crams, but the mortars, which is like... #1 best feature of the Anvil. Oh lordy. That's a lot of damage. That is damage aplenty. Uh-oh. Can the Anvil do this? Ooh, I don't know if the Anvil can do this. Oh, don't think the Anvil can do this. Don't think it can do this. Because weirdly enough, if it was just one Gotha, the Anvil would be able to shoot it down pretty easily. But because they're all trying to avoid colliding with each other, yeah, they're going to be changing altitude a lot. Oh boy. Yep, this is very much a Bismarck / Yamato. Okay, there's one. Wow, that thing just kind of got deleted off the face of the planet. Jeez. And that guy is now in a death spiral, so the Anvil got at least one of them, that's for sure. Free for all. Oh boy. You know, I could have done this all as one big fight with just all the hard Deepwater Guard stuff versus all the hard Oynx Watch stuff. That would be very laggy, and I feel it would be less fun and interesting. So, yeah, if you're worried about the Anvil, yeah, just throw aircraft at it, man. It works. Especially if you don't fly over the top of it like a silly person. Yeah, the Anvil is not doing well. I remember multiple times making my little stone cram, but oh... How are you not dead? That's impressive. But anyway, I remember making stone cram boats and just like having an absolutely miserable time when then faced with anything with the fast-firing APS. or something that flies, and especially both. Oh dear. Well, there goes another... There's no way. Is the Anvil going to win this? Because Team Gotha is down something like half its firepower now. Because where's that one? There it is. This guy's just flying without a gun now. This is the first time I've ever seen a... Never mind, it's got missiles. This is the first time I have ever seen a Gotha, like, have its gun blown up and survive. And the Anvil is dying, unfortunately. So, yeah, nope, the Anvil down into the loser's bracket, unfortunately. Unfortunately. The Oynx Watch is really not doing... I think I might be more scared of the Deepwater Guard than I am of the Oynx Watch, quite frankly. And I was about to say, it's not just because I tend to spam glass cannon aircraft as my MO these days. But, yeah, it's precisely because of that. You stick a frag gun on a plane, like, that bounces up and down a lot, like, you're pretty much set, right up until people fire lasers at you. Okay, then, so, that was, embarrassing. Wait, green. I forgot to do the colors, no! Alright, so Gotha goes here, versus there, and Anvil goes down here, and I'm gonna try and fight... Well, no, I might as well throw the Anvil against the Jormungand. Because, like, at this point, the loser's bracket is just going to be filled with stuff. Actually, no, I don't have to do that. I'm going to try and prioritize matching Deepwater Guard against Oynx Watch. So it's kind of like, not a team tournament per se, but kind of a team tournament. Like, sort of. I don't know. I don't frickin' know, man. I'm doing this for fun. Hopefully you're watching this for fun. Alright, so Abactor versus Felix. And we haven't actually seen either of these two. Actually, we have seen the Abactor. We haven't seen the Felix in this video. You've probably seen it before. Well, blow me down. This is the first 1v1 that we're seeing this video. So, the Felix Flager B5 Geyer, in case anyone was wondering, looks like this. It is World War II as balls, and I don't... This thing is somehow 188,000 materials, which is almost exactly the same cost as the Abactor. I don't know why, but I thought the Abactor was a lot more expensive. I know not. Anyway, let's see what happens. My prediction is that the Felix flies directly over the top of the Abactor and dies immediately. Or not. Wow, the Abactor is having a bad day. Oh, bomb. Yep, big bomb. Woo! Alright, this is like a mini Bismarck moment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. She's going down! She's going down. Wow, the Abactor, like, took it right in the booty and kept walking. Guns go brrrr. Well, it's nice to see, like, basically a Deepwater Guard craft essentially getting the Oynx Watch treatment, which is, be slow, have cram, get bullied by things that fly, and do not have cram. Did it drop the bomb? Did I miss that? Bombay destroyed? Which is... Ooh... Bad flat... It didn't drop the bomb! Wait, is that a huge bomb? Hang on a minute. Huge bomb? Huge bomb. Huge. Well, this is a little bit nail-biting because every time the Abactor has finished its attack run, it gets shot straight in the back, which is bad. What are those? Right, it's going to drop the big bomb. Is it going to drop the big bomb? Oh, its local weapon controller might have been taken out. Uh-oh, that's bad. Ooh. This is why we do not fly directly over the top of something. Because it shoots you. And it hurts. So don't do that. Okay? Alright then. Well, I was honestly, like, it was looking really good for the Felix there, and that is why we don't do that with planes, people. Right, okay, so the Bacter goes on, which is going to fight the Gotha, actually, which is interesting. I know how to spell a Bacter, shut up. Okay, Bacter goes there, onwards. This is now red, that fight has been concluded. Bacter versus blah blah blah, and the Felix versus, I'm just going to copy that. I was half thinking of, like, doing a bit where it's like, I just say Felix Flieger Bifafgeier, like, every single time, and I just didn't even start. Alright, so Leatherback versus Tortuga. This is gonna be interesting. I definitely did not forget to set the correct altitude for things the first time. Nope, no sir. Okay, alloy leatherbacks. 2 of them versus 1 Tortuga, which is really a Tortuga, a Cormorant, a Razorbill, a Cormorant, a Puffin, and a Razorbill again. So, yeah. Alright, so our first carrier battle. There's 2 carriers in this tournament. It's the, it's the Tortuga and the Barracuda. And just to look at the Leatherback, it is a flying gun, and that's basically it. It does explode spectacularly when you poke at it, which is quite fun. And the Tortuga, carrier. It is a very carrier-type carrier with a lot of planes on it. It's also very laggy for some reason. Please launch your planes for the love of peanuts. Alright then. So the Leatherbacks, ooh jeez, that's doing a lot of damage very quickly. Oh yeah, oh wow, that thing just... Did the Tortuga just friendly fire or something? Because that Razorbill just died horribly. Whoopsie daisy. Tortuga is very laggy. Alright, so the Leatherbacks are not even, they're not even really taking any damage whatsoever. Deacon's Christmas. Yeah, this is a bit of a massacre. Alright, one of them has taken some damage. The planes of the Tortuga, they're really not doing that much. I wonder... There's no... Hang on, Alloy can't possibly be throwing them off, can they? Let's see how the Tortuga's doing. This might shock you. It's not doing very well. Oh, those glide bombs, they go kablooey. Ooh, boy. Right, so now there's finally some planes on top of the Leatherbacks doing things. It could take a very long time for those planes to do anything. Right, so what's happening over there? Wow, this thing is just made out of APS, isn't it? What's its... Only 16% of it is armor, in terms of its cost. Which is saying a lot. What it's saying is what I'm saying. Uh-oh, it's past lunchtime. Oops, I should have eaten a food. I should have eaten at least 1 food, and I didn't. Alright, so the Tortuga is, Why the hell is the Tortuga so laggy? I hope my CPU isn't dying, because if it is, I'm going to be very, very sad. It feels like just the other day that I fixed it. Alright then, Leatherbacks have split up considerably, and they're now distracted, so this is going to take a very long time. Oh boy. Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Well then, this could take a hot second. Is the Leatherback even able to hit these things? Not really, it's really struggling. Okay, so... I think we're going to be declaring the Leatherbacks the winner, but I am literally just going to leave this running and probably speed this up in editing. It would be very silly if I didn't do that, and I am going to go make myself a cup of tea and a sandwich, and I'll be right back with you. Aha! Look at that! I didn't even get to finish, brewing stuff. Well, that's awkward. Well, I need to finish brewing stuff anyway, so, Don't go anywhere still. Can't believe they managed to shoot down those little planes. That's impressive. Okay. I have procured snack and coffee so I can keep going throughout this whole recording. Woohoo! Alright, so Leatherback definitely goes on because it is a silly guy, but by gum, it's a formidable silly guy. Leatherback versus whatever. And that goes like that color. And the Tortuga goes down here. Oh boy, the poor Anvil, man. Although you never know, the Anvil might win this one. Right there. Oh god, help! Alright, Barracuda versus Buccaneer. Nice alliteration there. Yum yum yum. Okay, let's go set that up. Barracuda versus Buccaneer. Alrighty tighty, we've got a 1v1. Both of these things are roughly the same cost once you include all the sub-vehicles. Let's see what happens. My money is on the Buccaneer, I think. But we'll have to see. Alright, so the Buccaneer just shot itself, so I'm a little bit less confident in its abilities. Although it has a nice big brute gun, so that's nice. Let's see, yep, that's a lot of bullets. And the Super Tweeties, what are they going to do? That is a lot of crams. They missed. The Buccaneer might, in fact, be in a lot of trouble. Is the Barracuda more evasive than the Buccaneer? Because if it is, my goodness. Yes, crams, not the best idea. Aha! Super Tweety is doing Super Tweety things. Yes, ironically, the Buccaneer doesn't have very good, AA pointing straight up, although one of the Super Tweeties just got, where is that? I can't even tell what's happening. There's a lot of things happening on screen right now. Aha! Only so much missile defense. I'm gonna take a bite of my snack thing. Oh dear, that is a lot of peanut butter. Uh-oh. 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 I'm basically gonna glue my mouth shut with that. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Ah, help! It's choking me! Oh, damn it. I was distracted by peanut butter. 2 Super Tweeties just got blown up. Let's look at the Super Tweeties for a second. These things are great fun to test anti-air guns on. Because, what actually... Hang on a minute. What shells are being fired here? Frag, yep, it's it's AP frag. Neat. Okay, dare I risk more peanut butter? Dare do I risk it? Yeah, you're really seeing over there that the Barracuda is kind of bouncing up and down a lot. This fight could take a while. Good thing I brought peanut butter. Interesting. I always thought of the Buccaneer as... Maybe it's because the Moray used to be godly and the Buccaneer never was, but I used to think of the Moray as being bigger than the Buccaneer, but it really isn't. Proportions are weird. Right, so the Buccaneer is winning right now. It is faster than the Super Tweeties, I think. Although the actual Barracuda itself is got a higher health than it. What gun is on the Barracuda? I always forget about that thing. Oh, right. It has a nice big... it has a nice big underslung APS gun. And the Buccaneer does not. That is awkward. That might have something to do with why the Buccaneer is losing health faster than the Barracuda. I'm gonna get those two names confused any second now. Any second. Also, apologies to the people who hate chewing noises. But I did the thing where, once again, I overestimated my my Vitals stamina with doing a long recording. How long have I been recording? Wow, that's been a long time. Oh boy, YouTube better love this one. YouTube better love the hell out of this one, doesn't it? The good news is, it feels like it's been pretty short, because I've been having a very good time, and I hope you have as well. It is fun to watch things blow up. Deacon's Christmas, this might be one of the longer ones, honestly. My money is still... my money's on the Barracuda. Although I'm... okay, the, maybe not, depends on whether the Buccaneer gets its eye in or not. What, was that a cram shot that almost hit? Okay, so the Buccaneer has just dropped below 90% health. We've got a whole bunch of... why are you so slow, sir? What happened to you? Oh, you got bits shot off you. Alright, so let's have a look at the Barracuda here for a second. It is getting bits shot off it. The Barracuda actually jumped in cost a lot, because it is, there is a fair amount of wood on it. Nom nom nom. Oh dear, that looks important. What was that? That was a gun. Which gun, though? Where was that gun? Help, I don't remember. Oh, I think something important just fell off there. Oh, the Barracuda is listing a little bit. Also, for some reason, I never put two and two together that the Barracuda is mostly a cram thing. I just didn't put that together. For some reason, I thought it was mostly APS. Probably because of that gun right there, which I believe is actually... yes, it's a turret. Oh, wow. Somebody... what is happening? Why are you doing a barrel roll? Are you trying to dogfight? Why did you do that? That's one way to do it. Uh-oh. Now to remember whether the Barracuda has torpedoes or not. This thing... what happened? Was it, like, collision avoidance that went kind of bad? Interesting. Oh, God. Is it too low? Oh, it's gonna despawn. It's gonna despawn. Happy peanut butter noises. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Oh yeah, so... oh my god! Oh, the Hail Mary cram shot. Too little, too late. Buccaneers despawning. I was about to say, before I was interrupted... here's a question for you watching this. If you do the peanut butter, are you a crunchy peanut butter or a smooth peanut butter fan? Because I always prefer smooth, because I like, well, the smoothness. But some people really like the crunch. So let me know which one you prefer. And also let me know whether you think a Buccaneer would taste better with smooth or crunchy peanut butter. Because why not? Let's try and stay on topic. Well then, that took a hot second. How about that? And let's lock onto one of the super tweeted. Actually, no, let's not lock on. Let's lock on. The Barracuda really didn't take that much damage. How about that? Alright, let's look at our here spready sheet. Alright, so that is over there. Red. And the Buccaneer goes down here. Buccaneer versus whatever over there. And Leatherback versus Barracuda. So the Leatherback has to fight two carriers back to back. Interesting. Me likey, me likey, me likey. Me likey the progress. Alright. Now bracket 3. Halberd versus Sunfish. Alright, I think if anything's going to pull through and allow an Oynx Watchcraft to win this whole damn tournament thingy, if you can call it a tournament even, I think it's going to be the Halberd. So what has the Halberd got to do? It's got to beat the Sunfish, it's got to beat any combination of the Gotha, the Bacta, the Leatherback, and the Barracuda. I think it can do it. If anything that can end the terrible reign of the Sunfish, it's the Halberd. But it better pop them fast before it gets close. So let's do that. Halberd versus Sunfish. And also, it's not all as lost for the Oynx Watch if the Halberd loses this one, because like the losers bracket, they get one more chance. I definitely did not wait to finish chewing my peanut butter before talking to you. Right, so we've got 4 Sunfish versus a Halberd. This is going to be a bit of a doozy. It's like, it all depends on whether the Halberd can kill enough Sunfish before they get in really close. Let's see how good that gun actually is. Right. That gun is pretty good. That gun hits, was able to kill something. Ooh, was able to kill yep, that's 1 Sunfish down immediately. Splendid. Is that gun needs to switch targets now? You need to switch targets, Mr. Oh boy, that gun hyperfixates on targets, and that's bad. Alright, that's gonna be another Sunfish down. Depends on... Ooh, this is bad, this is bad. All depends where the... Okay. Uh-oh. Main gun confused. Oh, that one fell into the water. Oh, that one got hit point blank. Oh, yes! Yes! Not gonna lie, I was kind of rooting for the Halberd because I really like this thing. I have respect for it. It is the Oynx Watch basically saying, oh no! Don't count your chickens before the Sunfish fall out of the sky. Don't count your Sunfish until they're all dead. Oh lordy. Although I think the Halberd is like a lot faster than... What was the thing? A lot faster than the Yorm... Okay. Come on, Halberd, you can do it! We believe in you! Ooh, can she do it? I don't know if she can. Her guns do elevate a lot faster than the Jormungand, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I simply do not know if it's gonna be enough. Oh! I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm not even taking bites of peanut butter anymore. I'm... Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I'm scared. I'm so scared. Ooh, no. Honestly, if the AI was smarter, what it would do now is just kind of go full reverse, or even stand still, and let the Sunfish kind of, like, flop around a little bit. Oh no, I think the Halberd's gonna lose anyway. Oh no! Damn, Sunfish is actually really dangerous. Come on, one more good cram shot. There keeps being these moments where the Sunfish is like almost within the field of fire of the Halberd, and it just doesn't happen. Jeez, those are strong crams. Bloody hell. Oh, it keeps blowing. This is so tantalizing. Whoops. Let's do this. Come on. Let's see. Let's see you. Oh no. Oh, the timing of that Sunfish is just perfect to, like, throw off a gun's targeting. Although it just missed twice in a row, so that's embarrassing for it. Can you do it? Can you do it? No, you can't do it. This is why you must kill these things. Oh, wow. Oh, she's done it! Wow, Halberd coming in clutch for the Oynx Watch. Uh-oh, the Sunfish is now going to flop down directly on top of you, and that's bad. Oh, she hasn't done it yet. She's not done it yet. I think that cram is basically disabled, so, Ooh, no. Also, this is the From the Depths AI. Ooh, no, it's really not over yet. Oh, I keep thinking it's over when it's not over, and then I get excited. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare eat peanut butter at a time like this? Yes, I do. Me hungry. Oh, you can't stop me. You can stop me. I've been stopped. Wow! How about that? That's the kind of matchup we like to see. We've got a dedicated, nasty anti-airship vehicle versus an anti-ship airship. What a fight! What a fight, people. Me likey. Alright then. I'm definitely not... I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. Definitely not. Definitely. Also, I need to shuffle my spreadsheet. I just realized. Okay. Hell yeah. Halberd goes onto bracket 4. Oh, I'm glad that I'm kind of, well, right? I was predicting the Halberd to win this whole thing. So, like, I might be biased. I might be a little bit biased. Alright, Sunfish goes down here. Okay, the Buccaneer is going to slaughter the Sunfish. I just know it. Sunfish was doing very well. Not well enough. Okay, Gotha versus a Bacter. I don't know who's going to win this one. I think the Gotha will. How good? The Bacter's AA isn't that good. Also, if you're still watching at this point, congratulations, I love you. Alright, Gotha versus a Bacter, here we go. Okay, have I gotten the peanut butter out of my teeth? Good enough. Alright, 3 Gothas, Alloy versus 1 Bacter, also Alloy. Is it gonna do better than the Geiger? For some reason, like, I had it in my brain that the Gotha was more expensive than the Geiger, but I guess not. Or the Felix. Is it Felix, Flager, B5, or Geiger? I keep calling it the Geiger, like Geiger counter. Anyway, my money is on the Gothas, because, ooh, let's see here, do they... Nope, okay. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff happening around here. Yep. Once again, super fun to see Deepwater Guard doing its best Oynx watch impression, and paying the price for it by getting bullied by fast aircraft. Ooh, okay, I said that. That was a cram shot. That was one of the second... Alright, I have literally never seen a Gotha survive getting its gun popped like that. And yet, like in this video, that's happened twice now. What is happening? Are the wizards of outer space and outer time and outer universe just being all wacky? You are flying in a straight line towards this guy. That's not a good idea. Damn, am I crazy, or did one of those cram shots fly, like, between the Gotha? Right, the Bacter is having a very, very bad day. Very, very bad day. I just realized... Don't mind me, I am burpy. Like, it is entirely unrelated to the peanut butter and coffee. I'm also hiccupy, but that's also entirely unrelated to the peanut butter and coffee that I am ingesting right now. Absolutely. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. Alright, so the Bacter is immobilized now, which is not good for it. And there goes that gun. There goes that gun. There goes that gun. For a second I thought I was seeing double. I thought I saw, like, 2 Gothas with their main gun popped. Has anyone else seen this happen to a Gotha before? Because I haven't. Seriously, like, the first 2 times were in the same recording session. In the same video. Oh, my goodness. Okay then, did this Gotha actually get hit? Looks like it did. Planes say hello. Planes say hello. Boop boop. Planes say hello. Boop boop. Planes say hello. Boop boop. Planes say hello. Boop a doop. Alright then. I just realized I need to go over here. Don't mind me, I'm looking at my spreadsheet while fun, exciting action happens. Gonna need a bracket. Hello. Okay. Control C, Control V. I remember how keyboard shortcut works. Do not judge me! Do not judge me! or I will judge you, and you will not like that. Oh, did this thing get hit? No, wait, no, it didn't. It just flew more slowly for some reason. Let's have a look at the Abactor and the block confetti happening on it. Such delicious confetti, oh dear. I've said it before, I'll say it again, cram ships are cool, but cram airships are a much better idea. Hell, look at the sunfish, look what it did to things. Man, rushdown. Admittedly, it did lose to the halberd, but it was super close. That is why, I believe I said in my What Makes a Good Ship video, is like, ships really need to be versatile, they can't afford to be specialized. I'm not saying the Abactor's bad, because it isn't, but it's just, it's not ideal. It's a faction craft, it must be fun and cool and stylish to fight, alright? It's allowed. And so are you. So I don't know what point I'm trying to make anymore. Everyone leave me alone! Except don't leave me alone. Like, comment, and subscribe. And also like and comment and subscribe to literally everything else, because I make too much content. I am addicted. Please help. Send help! You thought canoes were my only addiction? You fool! I'm addicted to making videos and putting them on the internet. I don't even get that much recognition for it, but it's like, you know, it's what we do. Content! Has anything like this ever existed in real life? I can't imagine it has. You would need an automated turret like this. I really want to make a plane like this, although I probably wouldn't make it quite like this. If you know what I mean. Wait a minute. Oh right, the Goth is a biplane. Ooh, okay, Abactor despawning. Low health, low health. Okay, Abactor gets banished down to the losers bracket. You have been banished. I don't know what came over me. Okay, let's where's the decapitated Gotha? Because he's funny, I like him. Or her, or them. Okay then, spreadsheet time. Everyone's favorite. I think since starting my custom campaign way back in the day, I just really like spreadsheets. Alright, Gotha! This is a fight I was hoping would happen, because I think the halberd is gonna slaughter these guys, but you never know. Damn, it's like it was really close with the halberd versus the sunfish, it really was. Alright then, and then the Abactor goes down here. Abactor versus whatever the hell is gonna lose. Either the leatherback or the barracuda. Ooh. Ooh. I'm excited. Okay, leatherback versus barracuda. Everyone brace yourselves for another damn long carrier fight. Alrighty tidy, we have a pair of leatherbacks versus a pair of, against a pair of barracudas. Did it save these things as being made of alloy? Yes, it did, thank goodness. Oh, that would have been terrible to find out right now. I've been recording for hours. Alright then, away you go, lad. Let's see how well you do. The Tweeties are a lot better at closing in on the target than the weird stuff that the Tortuga has. I don't think the Barracuda might not survive this as well as the... Well, one of the Tweeties just disintegrated. Oh, right there. What happened? Was that friendly fire? I don't even know. Alright, so far, Barracuda is having a very... What kind of shells are these? They hurt. That is... Oh, it's APHE frag! That is a nasty shell for a Deepwater Guardcraft. Actually, that's a nasty shell to begin with. Also, some of those guns are out of range. Okay, it's not looking very good. It's not looking very good for the Barracuda. It is, in fact, looking bad for the Barracuda. It is falling. It has fallen out of the sky. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. What's happening here? A whole bunch of stuff. Bear in mind that the leatherbacks do go up like torches when they get actually hit. Oh dear. I remember when all Super Tweeties just had that kind of useless little cram bomb shoot on them. Alright, so the Barracuda itself is gonna get, well, it's getting Tyrannosaurus Shrek'd right now. Cue copyright-free version of Jurassic Park T-Rex Roar. Which I'm not going to do an impression of. Future me, don't edit that in. Everyone can imagine it. Just imagine the Jurassic Park T-Rex Roar, but different. Maybe off-key. Also, disclaimer for anyone who has not done it, only watch the first 2 Jurassic Park films. The first one is one of the best movies ever made, and I know that because I rewatched it relatively recently. The second one is pretty darn good. It is damn scary. Well, at least it was scary to childhood me. And the rest of them are garbage, do not even bother. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell the older people in the audience that, but I feel compelled to say that, if only to fill the space a little bit. Alright, now, I remember the good old days, leaving the leatherbacks to shoot at little planes. Oh, I remember those days. I made a sandwich. Technically not a sandwich, because alas I am out of bread. Give us this day our daily bread. God has let me down. I am going to worship the devil instead, because the devil gave me wraps instead. That rhymed, and I just realized that it rhymed because I said instead twice. So, I'm a smart person. I have half an English degree. Trust me! Maybe not the devil. Maybe I'll worship Pazuzu, simply because Pazuzu has a funny name. And I believe, don't quote me on this for the love of everything, but I believe he hates his wife, and that's why people in ancient Mesopotamia prayed to Pazuzu. Because, like, basically he was bad news, but his wife, which I forget the name of, Lamashtu, I think? I don't remember. Was even worse news. You can tell this is an exciting fight when BorderWise starts talking about ancient Mesopotamian mythology. Alright then, the Super Tweeties are popping one by one, which is very nice. Thankfully they're super... Wait a minute. Oh, wow! Bro! What happened to you? Well, you just straight up fell in the drink. And here I was thinking that, the Leatherbacks were gonna win. Easy peasy. Turns out, nope. Not even lemon squeezy. You better hurry up and get out of the water before... Is the too low thing? Nope, it's not. Nope, it's just stopped. Alright, what happened? Nope, okay, now I need to angle the camera like this so we can keep both leatherbacks in shot. How many friggin' Tweeties are over there? Also, I keep forgetting that I can just zoom like this. I think maybe what might be happening... Well, this guy certainly got forced into the water because he tried to avoid colliding with one of the Tweeties. Because the Tweeties are suicidally crazy, did you know? You kind of have to be the pilot of Tweetie, honestly. Like, you see that one that went up, the APS version? Deacon's Christmas. I would not like to pilot anything with, like, volatile frag shells like that. Are you too low again? Yes, you are. Let's see. Nope. It keeps being too low and then picking itself up out of the water a little bit. What's happening over here? One of the Tweeties got its brains blown out. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so I think I keep wanting to call the leatherbacks the Tortugas, just because the leatherback is a species of turtle, and Tortuga is Spanish for turtle. So, this guy is... No, don't let me miss the fun and action. Yep, there we go. Yep. And there goes another Tweetie. Another one bites the dust. And another one, and then another one down, and another one bites the dust. Yep, there's one Tweetie left. There is one Tweetie... Okay, never mind. There are no more Tweeties left. Wait, what? Oh, there's one more Tweetie left. It's the one over here. Oh, bless your cotton socks. Bless your macaroni mushrooms. Okay, it's going to take a long time before not Tortuga over there gets... Oh, wow, that shot actually landed pretty close. Landed pretty close. Alright, it is time to speed up the game, because this thing is absolutely not going to be able to friggin', like, do anything. Actually, I feel sick, so let's not do that. Whoops! Never mind. If there was a speed up there, it did not have to last very long. See what I mean? Super Tweeties are, like, super fun to blow up. There's lots of bits that... Oh my god! That was beautiful! Oh, Leatherback got him with the glide bomb. Nice. Oh well, to the surprise of absolutely no one, the leatherback goes on to probably bracket 5, honestly. Alright, so, spreadsheet time. Brace yourselves. Alright, so the Barracuda goes down. What are we gonna do? We can do that. Barracuda goes down here versus the back door. Oh, this is gonna be a lovely long video. Lovely. How long has this been? It's been 2 hours already. Okay, jolly good. If you're still here watching this, well done. This is BorderWise doesn't care anymore. BorderWise makes long videos. BorderWise is going back to his evil roots. Almost knocked over me water bottle. No one panic. Okay, so leatherback goes here. Leatherback versus... Okay, leatherback goes here, actually. Leatherback versus whoever that is. It's almost certainly going to be the leatherback versus the halberd. Alright then, so halberd versus Gotha, let's go! Also need to add a bracket 6 over here. I don't need to per se, but I want to. I want to make this look efficient. This is going to be the final. This is going to be the final round. It's going to be right there. Whoever wins this goes here, and it's going to be fancy. Alright, halberd versus Gotha. Here we go. This is going to be fun. Okay then. This is the match everyone's been waiting for. Probably, I don't actually know. 4 alloy Gothas versus 1 stone halberd. At this point, I'm not sure that making the Deepwater Guard alloy and the Oynx Watch guys stone is making a huge amount of difference to these fights, but me. Beaker noises. Alright, let's see there. Is this Gotha going to survive? Is this Gotha going to survive? I give it... that actually survived a lot. Never mind, that didn't survive very long. Is that shot gonna waste time on that one over there? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, that's unexpected. What the hell happened there? What is the Gotha armed with that could do that? Probably the gun, honestly. Yeah, the target prior on the halberd needs to be better. Because currently, that's... Oh, wow. See, like, you keep being distracted by the gun on the Gotha? Really? Wait a minute. Really what you should be thinking about is the missiles, because I think the missiles do a lot. How is that gun still firing? I think there's also a bit of a weak point right there. What the hell happened there? I don't even know what happened. Oh no! Oh no! The halberd! No! Alright, someone's dead though. Alright, that's 2 Gothas dead. Damn. Aha! Okay, well, that's 3. Crams are doing a lot. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. The, Oh no, is this guy death spiraling? I think he might be. Yes. Yes, he is. That's very bad for the halberd. Wow, this is a lot closer than I thought of it. I thought the halberd would be popping these guys like left and right and no problem at all. I kind of forgot that the Gothas can shoot back. Oh no. Death spiraling. Oh no. No. What the? Huh? I didn't even see what happened there. That was very close. Wow! That was much closer than I thought it was going to be. Deacon's Christmas. Wow, and like usually what happens when the halberd gets that gun disabled is that, well, that usually means it loses, but didn't happen. I think it possibly reloaded with a smaller shell and then just managed to like sneak a tiny shell into the buttocks of the into the Goth. That was super close. Deacon's Christmas. Deacon's bananas. Okay. Spreadsheet time! Everyone's favorite time. Alright then. Blood in the water, it's red. Alright, so leatherback versus halberd. You know, I kind of thought the halberd wouldn't struggle so much, but then again, it is made out of stone at the moment, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, so Gotha goes down here. Here in losers bracket 2 at the... Go away, it's not a table. Gotha versus... Alright, single elimination tournaments would definitely be faster for this kind of format, but eh. And this video could have been over a long time ago, honestly. But I have no sense of time and space anymore. I am blitzed out on honey, peanut butter, and coffee. Which means you have to suffer with me, except I'm not suffering. This is super fun. Right, Leatherback versus Halberd. It is no surprise to anyone. Oh, wait, yeah, Leatherback versus Halberd. Yeah. So then we're going to do the losers bracket over here, so we can see the losers fight. Okay, I'm excited. I hope you're excited, because I'm excited. Alright, so Halberd versus Leatherbacks. I am so sorry, Mr. Halberd, but the math tracks out. It is just basically... It is just enough. So it's like, basically, cost of Halberd divided by cost of Leatherback is like 1.53 or something like that. So it just qualifies for a 2v1. I don't think the Halberd's gonna win this one, but I can hope. It depends on whose big gun gets blown up first, so let's see what happens. Okay then. Right then, I was wrong to despair. That's one Leatherback down already. Except the Halberd... Oh! Okay, never mind. Alright, here I thought there was... Alright, so the Leatherback is very much the kind of... This thing's worse than the paddle gun. But I say worse, it's like this thing really suffers from critical existence failure. Oh, hello. There's just random bits falling down out of the sky. Oh, God. Oh, wait, they're not dead yet. Interesting. They will be soon. They will be soon. Well, then. After everything we've seen so far, I genuinely thought the Halberd was going to have a worse time than that. But, you know, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just the kind of person to sit here and watch virtual things shoot at each other for hours on end, edit it very slightly, and then put it on the internet. Yep, and there's one Leatherback. I think that's the first loss the Leatherbacks have had. Of course it's the first loss the Leatherbacks have had. They wouldn't be in the winner's bracket at the moment. Or the standard bracket. Alright then. Beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Alright then, I'm just gonna rename this final round. You know there's whoops. You know there's actual ways to set up like a tournament bracket, and I just did not bother doing it because I'm a dummy who does it manually. Alright then. Wow, the Halberd actually went through that with flying colors. So, see over here. Right, so Leatherback versus Halberd. Halberd goes on to the final round. Yay! I should have bet money on this. Who would I bet money on it with, though, is the question. Alright then. There we go. Halberd versus... Who will it be? We'll have to do the losers bracket to find out. I could split that into a separate video, but I don't want to. Alright, what is next? Claymore versus Outlaw. So bearing in mind, in this bracket, if you lose, that's it. You're gone. You're gone. Gone, I say. Alright, Claymore versus Outlaw. Let's set that up. How the hell is my voice not given out already? Oh, there it goes. Alrighty tighty. Does everyone remember the Claymore? First fight of this tournament-y type thing, and it got beaten up by a pair of Corsairs. It's back and ready for more. Alright. And then over here, we have the Outlaw, which in its first fight, I believe... What happened to it? What happened to it? Oh yeah, this is the first victim of the Halberd. Alright, so we've got two crammy things. One is a wiggly frontsider, and the others are derpy broadsiders. Let's see what happens. Claymores do have a number advantage, but that's basically all they got going for them. And the first thing they do is reverse. That's not very smart. Are these clams good? They actually are, because the thing wiggled in place like an idiot. Does the Deepwater Garden use hardener pellets? I do not remember. Oh, gods, what happened to you? Oh, bullets. Oh, lordy. Oh, no. This is embarrassing. Ooh, dear. Why is the Claymore in the hard category again? It really shouldn't be. This thing is not even... Like, it's not even medium. This is easy. Maybe if we put diff guns on it and made it super cheap. Oh, dear. It does the cram spam thing. Sea-Wiz? No. No Sea-Wiz. Well, at least she did some damage. What the hell was that explosion? Okay, don't... Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, yeah, alright, so I don't think anyone was going to be surprised by this one. When you have a fixed hull, broadsided things, gun pointing in both directions, old school, like, old school ironclad style, then yeah, that was a regular one. Oh, hello. And... No. No. Am I going crazy? Did I imagine the Claymore being in the hard section? I can't have. I remember seeing that. What? Am I nuts? Am I nuts? Am I the crazy one? Should this thing never have been in this tournament? Oh, lordy. Okay. Well then. I think I already know what's going to happen here. Ouch, those frag guns. I really need to start messing around with, like, pure frag guns. Like, hardeners make your life a lot easier, but if you just go all in on the packaging... Thank you, Kovrax, for showing me that. What is the... Damn it, what was that thing called? I could check right now, but I'm not going to. There's, the Agathis, I think, is, in, my custom campaign, or community custom campaign, Platono. There is a completely wooden battleship called the Agathis, which has no hardener pellets at all, as per rules. It still has incredibly high health crams, simply because they're just so damn big. So yeah, alright, so losers bracket, Claymore goes, it is dead, it is no longer in the tournament at all, and the Outlaw goes on to fight, well, the Gotha over here, because why not? It's probably not going to win. The Gotha is quite formidable. If it's going to be a repeat of the Halberd versus the Gotha, I'm going to be a salty Susan. I'm going to be a salty Sammy. Alright, Brandystock versus Moray. It's not going to go well for the Brandystock. We kind of already know that. Okay, bad news for the Moray. This is a 1v1. Alloy Moray is just slightly too expensive to go 2v1 versus a stone Brandystock. So this is probably the fights where their actual lowered cost of Oynx Watchcraft and the increased cost of Deepwater Guardcraft is going to start making a difference. So here we go. Does this have gun on it? Not really. That being said, the Brandystock is still a torpedo carrier more than anything else, which means the Moray is probably going to do horrible things to it. It is doing horrible things to it. The Moray is also not super good at, like, dodging cram cannons. It also likes to get really close. That is not a smart idea. That is not a smart idea. That is not a smart idea. Never mind, you're doing good. I do like them, crossbow, what do we call it? You might want to bear a little bit... Whoopsie daisy. How about that? Okay, who's winning? First pass, Brandystock is losing. And the Moray is gonna... How fast is the Brandystock? That thing looks pretty fast. It's probably not actually that fast. It just looks fast by Oynx Watch standards. Probably because it turns well. What just happened? Aha! Frag gun say hello. So, funny thing about... Ooh. Aha! It's not going all the way... Never mind, it is going... If a thing's in the sky and it shoots at your eye, it's a Moray. Yeah. Once again, this is, not boat game. This is thrustercraft game. You are bobbing up and down a lot, Mr. Moray. And missing a lot as a direct result. Oh dear. Looks like the Moray is going to move on. Seriously, the lesson from here is like, you should be scared of the Deepwater Guard and also the Halberd. Whoopsie daisy. I do have the idea in my head that maybe crams would be more fun and more useful if they had twice the muzzle velocity and half the accuracy, because that way they'd actually be like battleship guns, which had really good muzzle velocity, but were horribly inaccurate. I mean, even with like radar-guided, even with like radar targeting systems on them, that definitely, like, you know, that not their strong point to hit things reliably. How fast is the Moray? The Moray is 70 meters per second. It looks like it goes faster, and I don't know why. Maybe I'm just, like, in a slowed down state of time because I've been recording for, over 2 hours now. There are live streams I've done which are shorter than this. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Chat? I mean, comments? What am I doing with my life? Please tell me, I don't know. Right, my money is currently on the Moray. To the surprise of absolutely no one. And frag guns, I think that, like, the fact that the Deepwater God is so fond of frag guns is really helping them against, like, the Stone Watch here. So we got the Alloy God and the Stone Watch, which are, like, I'm only most of the way through this damn video, and well, like, friggin', like, I just came up with that name, because I'm smart. Very helpful to be shaped like a cigar, honestly. Helps you dodge crams. There she goes! Alrighty, tidy. Well then, Brandystock eliminated from the tournament completely. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Well, that fight took a long time. Like, bearing in mind, the in-game clock slows down when the game slows down, so, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, and the Moray is, like, basically unscathed. Also, a reminder to everyone, I have a mod that makes cram bits have better performance, and the side effect of that is that it stuffs with the textures a little bit. So please excuse that. Alright, Brandystock is dead. It's dead, I say. Dead. Alright, Moray carries on. Moray carries on. Moray carries on. And Parapet versus Paddle Gun. Ooh, it's two P's. It's a PP, if you will. Okay then, very bad news for the Paddle Gun. This is a 1v1. They are very close in cost. Let's see who wins, the downsider or the frontsider. My money is on the frontsider because it's got a lot of time to. Yep, well, look what is happening here. Ooh, that looks very painful. That looks, dare I say, extremely painful. Paddle Gun has lost basically no health whatsoever, while, although, hang on a minute. Hold on. So, let's get this over here. So if we... Nope. Okay. Nope. Yep. Nope. Turns out if you backpedal hard enough, things fly... Nope. Oh. Uh-oh. So, funny thing, the parapet, ooh. Wow. Alright, so funny thing, the paddle gun can aim straight up. It's one of its better features. I kind of thought the parapet would win once it got over the top, but, this is why, people, it's a very good idea to have your main weapons be able to aim straight up. Because it means that things like the parapet have a horrible, horrible time, and you can kill them. The paddle gun just smartly scooting off to starboard to prevent the thing from landing on it. Alright, so, well, there you go. Moray versus paddle gun is going to be the losers bracket 2 over there. Am I actually insane enough to edit this all together as one giant video, or am I going to split it up? Well, you watching this, you'll know in the future, that's for sure. Because I sure as hell don't want to make a series out of this, because, I don't know, I'm tired of very long series. I'd rather have very long videos that you can watch all in one go, like an insane person. Alright, spreadsheet time, it's time for spreadsheet time. So, right, so the parapet is dead. It's been eliminated. Moray versus paddle gun, Moray versus paddle gun, Moray versus paddle gun. This is the song I sing. Alright then, Palisade versus Corsair. I think I know what's gonna happen here. Or at least I think I do. So, very, very, very bad news for the Palisade. It's fighting 8 Corsairs at once because, well, missiles are expensive, and the Corsair is very cheap, even when the wood's been replaced with alloy. So, let's see how, if they're... Let's see if the Palisade can actually... Well, I mean, the Palisade is well named because it might as well be made of wood. I don't think the Corsairs are going to manage that. Never mind, they are going to manage this. They are going to punch through that stone. And, yep, no, they are currently winning. Turns out fast missiles, fast shells say hello. Or are they? Let's see what happens here. Yeah, no, the Palisade is being absolutely swarmed. This is an advantage of having a whole bunch of... And all those missiles are being wasted on one little dude. Unless they decide to switch targets. What? Whoops. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Okay, never mind. Alright, so just in that one volley, things evened up considerably. And another volley is going off. Another volley is going off. Yeah. Yep, and, Bluey, indeed. Hamster hooey, the gooey kablooey, you get a gold sticker if you get that reference. Okay, so the Palisade is, evening the playing field very quickly, because it turns out that, like, it can destroy more than one Corsair, with each volley. It just, like, yeah, alright, so initially it looked like Corsair was going to win, and then it didn't. And now it's turning its booty towards the enemy, and you're doing better now. Things are going much better. What just happened? Although when the Corsairs close in that close, never mind! Palisade can still hit them. Quite easily. This is the advantage of missiles that are nice and maneuverable, even if they're slower. Okay then, yeah, alright, well, you know what? This is more what I expected. Deacons, hell, that's violent. Huh. Well then, how about that? Palisade is doing perfectly well. I'm sorry for doubting you, Palisade. And I think one... Okay, never mind. More missile volley? It depends on where the... Yep, okay, there's another missile volley. This is what I like about large missiles. Like, they can't do everything, but sometimes it's nice to be able to just throw large missiles at a problem and have the problem vanish. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean... And it is actually quite handy to have radar-guided missiles that just kind of go for the largest target, whatever that target happens to be, and splat. And splat. Yep, okay, well, Corsair's gone. Okay, I think the Palisade might have a bit of a winning streak here, because, like, the Abactor killed it. Because the Abactor was able to tank the missile volleys just long enough to kill the Palisade. Yeah, that's not what happened. Okay, so Palisade versus Corsair. Gotching. Is it because of my frickin', like, spreadsheet for, like, custom campaign streams that I'm now so used to the idea of you do a fight, update the spreadsheet. Do a fight, update the spreadsheet. Deacon's Christmas. Okay, Palisade. I know how to spell things. And next is Jormungand versus Felix Flieger. And again, we're trying to prioritize Oynx Watchcraft versus Deepwater Guardcraft, because that's more interesting. That's literally the only reason. Alright, Palisade versus... Jormungand versus Felix Beberer. I have my money... I don't know who's going to win this one. This is the fun thing about tournaments. It's like the initial fights are like, okay, this is pretty obviously biased one way or another. Biased, advantaged or disadvantaged. But then you get into the later ones. Ha ha ha. Alrighty, tidy, ready for fighty. Lefty, righty. Socks are whitey. My socks are black, actually. They're almost all black. But random trivia. Alright, so 2 Alloy Felix Fliegers B5 Geyers versus 1 Stone Jormungand. It sucks to be the Jormungand. Let's go! Here's an idea. How about you fly directly at the thing that's shooting at you? What a good idea. What a good idea. Something, 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 something. Are those dumbfire missiles? Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. This might end badly for the Jormungand. Never mind, it's ending great because... Yep! Aha! Bomb says hello. That is a very well decorated bomb, actually. That's really good. Alright then, must use the nuke thing. Alright then, so... exactly even right now. But not for long if the Felixes come around for another run exactly like that. Because the Jormungand can afford to get hit slightly. The Felixes cannot. Right, me watching where this APS gun is firing. It just clips the tail feathers of that Felix. Whoopsie daisy. Bang. Whoa! What? AI dead? How? Yep, and once again, big bomb distracted. Big bomb distracted. Big bomb distracted. This is, again, this is like friggin' I am a cram gunner, I will be till the day I die, probably. But even I admit that just investing so heavily into cram is a bad idea, unless you're making a flying rushdown craft. How is the Jormungand doing, by the way? Just surface damage by the looks of it. Although it did lose a missile launcher somewhere. Fly directly over the top. That's a good idea, right? Very good idea. Very good idea. Those dumbfire missiles missed. And kablooey. Huh. Okay then. APS said hello. How's it? Alrighty then. Looks like the Jormungand won that one. Okay then. Yum 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 yum. APS gun go... APHE! Timed APHE, seriously. One of the best damn shells in the game at a high gauge. At lower gauge, timed AP frag is like really good. Alright, Jormungand. Go here. That is gone. Done with that. Right, Jormungand, not your man-gand. There's no man in this, there's only mun. What is a mun, anyway? Alright, so Anvil versus Tortuga. This is not gonna go well for the Anvil, I don't think. The Anvil's really good against very specific targets, and anything that's not that target, it really struggles with. So, yar. Okay, Anvil versus Tortuga. Okay then, good news. It is a 1v1, although technically it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7v1, because carrier. Anyway, my money is... Let's see, how we do here. Those crams did what crams do best, which is miss. One of the planes immediately went and friggin... Aha! Wait, was that... Nope, it left. Aha! Is Tortuga moving? Right, okay. Cram just volley just... Oh, I forgot how many torpedoes the, I forgot how many torpedoes the frickin' Anvil fired. Not what the... Did that thing just commit suicide on the Anvil? I think it did. Alright, lambs as well. Very nice. And... Okay, so, alright, the Anvil might not do brilliantly here, but it'll do okay. Okay then, that thing just got propelled around a little bit. Okay. What are the mortars doing? Oh, that just over-penetrated. Mortars? No mortars. Oh, yes, mortars. I don't know why the Tortuga is so bloody laggy. Like, it's the Tortuga itself, by the way. Maybe it's because of the amount of sub-objects on it. Okay. Kablooey. AI dead? Nope, not AI dead. What damage did that do? Plenty. Oh, hell yeah! Hail Mary shot. I really need to steal the targeting settings on the anvil, because, like, geez, those are accurate crams. When you got a cram cannon that can, like, pull double duty as anti-air, you know you're onto something. Alright, so the anvil's actually winning this. In the losers bracket, the Oynx watch shall come back. Although, looking at what's up next, I think the Buccaneer might say otherwise. So far, the things that have done well in the winners bracket. Hold on, I'm just looking at bracket 2 over here. The halberd, the Jormungand, anvil. Honestly, just I don't know. I think like really the Oynx Watchcraft to watch out for is like it's really the stuff that has a good APS on it. Like while I'm talking about the bloody obvious. Alright then. Right, I think this fight is going to be another one that's going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years. I might save myself some time and just call it when the Tortuga despawns, because the little planes aren't going to do anything to the anvil. They're really not. They've only got little simple weapons on it, so yeah, I think for my sanity and to save future me a little bit of time, I really don't think that these little planes are going to do anything. What are they even armed with? I don't think they're armed with anything. I mean, they are armed with something, but like, wait a minute, something just exploded here. What was that? Alright, you know what? I will call it early when I see at least one of these planes get blown up. Let's see, what's going to happen to you, sir? Aha! Right, torpedo bombers. Forgot about that. I might need to let this run for a long time. What are those going to do? This could take a while, this could take a while, this could take a long time. Right, mortars are doing mortary things. Wow, that plane was nearly pushed down into the ocean. Yeah, the anvil's actually losing health. Those torpedo bombers are doing things. They're doing stuff and things. They have roughly 7 minutes, give or take, to accomplish anything. They just winged one, by the looks of it. Yep. No, they didn't. Or did they? Nope, this one's just confused. Well, gonna leave this rolling. What am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna just, I don't even know. I'm just gonna let, oh! Cormorant died. Interesting. Alright, so, it's gonna be, let's see, basically, what happens. What just happened here? This thing is driving like crazy. This is why, people, you never just bring crams along, because, they do, it takes approximately 1,000,000 billion years to, kill a death-spiraling aircraft. Right, just gonna friggin'... Also, I think the anvil just lost all propulsion. Alright, just gonna let this run for a little bit. Gonna let this run. Gonna let this run. Gonna let this run. Tee-hee, I'm gonna let this run. And ding ding ding. Time has run out. The Puffins and that one Razorbill, wherever the hell it is, did their damn best. They could not... Wow, they peeled the underside of this like a friggin' onion. Okay then. looks like that didn't go very well. At least, well, it went very badly for the Tortuga, but looks like Anvil just won that. So, please be soothed by the soothing sound of the cram of the... What's it? The cram thingy. Anyway, Anvil versus whatever the hell happens next. We might need to shuffle some things around. Right, Tortuga... Alright, Buccaneer versus Sunfish. Alrighty ho then. 5 Sunfish versus a Buccaneer. My money... I don't actually know. Hold on. Which is faster? The Sunfish is 20 meters per second. Okay, no, that's not accurate. Right, let's see who done did win. Alright, a lot faster. This is already... Alright, who's winning? I can't tell. I think the Buccaneer's gonna win this one because it can outrun the Sunfish. Probably? I don't know. Or maybe it can't. I don't actually know. So that's 57 meters per second. That's okay. Nope. The Buccaneer's got this. The little APS on it is just going to kill the Sunfish one by one, unless they manage to do stuff. All right, this is going to be another fight that's going to take approximately 1,000,000 billion years. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe the Sunfish are just going to outmass it with like crams. Maybe they will do just that. Also, Sunfish has missiles. I completely forgot. I don't know who's going to win this. So far, the Buccaneer's actually losing. But that depends on whether the Sunfish collide with each other or not. Okay, then. Ooh, okay. I think, yep, okay. Nope. No! No mid-air sexual intercourse. Why are you all go... Okay, so I think the saving grace of the Buccaneer is that the Sunfish are a little bit stupid. Just a little... Yep, these two are, have bumped butts a little bit, and that has evened things up quite nicely. Alright, so, that, big... Okay, then. Alright, nope, I missed. Ah, yes, the silliest of cram fights. The silliest of cram fights, when neither side can really hit the other. Alright, this is gonna take approximately 1,000,000 billion years. Might need to spit... Wait, whoops, okay. Oh no! Oh no, that's why you mustn't ram into your friend when you have rams on you. Oh no, friendly fire. Very unfriendly fire, although the Buccaneer is, like, getting it. What the... Why was a flamethrower firing? Was there more unfriendly fire on purpose? Alright. This is how you deal with rushdown craft, by the way. It's just you outrun them. What shells are these again? And these are teeny tiny APHE. Like really small. I don't know what those are. Alright, so we've got, what do we got here? We've got 2 Sunfish crippled, 3 over, and 3 still chasing. One of them is disintegrating. Which one is disintegrating? That one. Both of those are disintegrating. Okay then, Buccaneers probably got this. Probably got this. Whoa, that was a close cram call. Cram call? Cram shot. Called cram shot. What is the cram shot called? It's called cram. Rhymes with ham. Alright then. Yep, no, Buccaneer has absolutely got this. Buccaneer has got this. Buccaneer has got this. The Sunfish, like, when the Buccaneer's off like that, here's the wacky thing about perspective. Okay then. Crams are actually getting shots in. This is unprecedented and going out of control over there. Yep. This is about what I expected with the Sunfish unable to catch up. And this is the down... Whenever you feel that rushdown flamethrowers are overpowered, bear in mind they have to be faster than whatever it is they're chasing. If they are not, they do not win. It is as simple as that. It also depends on whether the whether these tiny little missiles can successfully take out the propulsion of the Buccaneer, which, oh boy. Somebody is flopping over. That's the downside of having things on you that can get shot off. Oh, very easily. That looked painful. Somebody has fallen out of the sky. Once again, APS to the rescue. Whee. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Somebody is dying horribly. The alloy really did not help this fellow that much. Yep, it looks like, yep, okay, Buccaneer 1. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That gun on it, jeez. That is actually a good broadside idea. It's just have that underslung thing that can swing left or right. Which, like a turret, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like a turret. Because that's what it do. It point down, but then it point left, it point right. Jolly good. Spreadsheet time! Everyone's favorite time. Alright, Buccaneer goes on. It's gonna fight the Palisade because I declare it so! There we go. Oh, so many fights, so many fights. I might be burned out on building in from the depths, but I'm fighting. Oh, yeah. Alright, Abacta versus Barracuda. I don't know who's winning this one. Probably someone. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da. Abacta versus Barracuda. Abacta versus Barracuda. What could possibly go wrong? Alrighty tidy. 2 Abactas versus a Barracuda. What could possibly go wrong? Definitely won't be laggy. Alright then. It actually isn't that laggy. Thank goodness the Tortuga got eliminated from the tournament. That was 90% of the lag, or so it felt like. Alright then, Tweeties away! This is actually not a good cram matchup for a cram. There's been a lot of cram in this particular tournament-y type thing. I hesitate to call this a real tournament because it's basically me just modifying craft and throwing them against each other for the amusement of the people, and also myself, but also the people, but mostly myself. And, okay, yeah, no, the Abactas aren't going to win this. They are not going to be able to hit things very well. Is a Tweety bomb actually going to land? Kind of. Sort of. Not really. Okay, one of the Super Tweeties just evaporated, as it does. And the Barracuda is actually falling down into their ocean. Alright, maybe the Abactas are going to win this. Maybe I was a foolish fool for saying otherwise. Is there a despawning thing? Yep, there is. Too low. Whee! Torpedo? Torpedo! Uh-oh. Wow. Huh. I guess somebody was not cram-proof. Fancy that. Somebody flew too close to the sun, or in this case, too close to the pocket battleship, or the... What the hell would you call this? Alright, you naval nerds, tell me, what the hell is this thing? Is it a battleship? Is it a ship battle? Well, it doesn't have a mast anymore, so who knows what it actually is. Okay, then. Are you despawning yet? No, you are not. But you will soon, probably. Alright, delightful block confetti. Looks like only one of the Tweeties has despawned. But the thing about the Tweeties is that, man oh man, do they like to, they really... Uh-oh, hello. Nope, missed by inches. Missed by meters. And there goes the Barracuda. It is despawning. And this is another one where it's going to take approximately 3 billion years to, 3 billion years for the fight to end. Actually, hold on. This Tweety has fallen out of the sky for some reason. Lost control, ejecting? Okay, no. Maybe the Abactors are going to handle this. Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they will do it. They do have little missiles on them. Maybe that'll do the trick. Why do they have ion decorations on them? I don't know. Let's see here. Seriously, what kind of ship would this be? What is it made? Who made this? Pathanaut. Oh, why do I keep looking away right when the Tweeties get obliterated? Seeing Tweeties vaporize is one of my favorite things. Honestly, one of my favorite things. And, yep, there goes another one. Alright, I think the Abactus have got this. I might not... Yep, okay. Damn! One of my favorite things is when cram shots get lucky, because it does not happen very often. And ironically, when the Tweeties start being fewer in number, it means they fly in more predictable lines, which means things kill them. Bomb shoots are honestly the most bloody useless thing in this game. Like, really. No one makes cram bombers. I mean, some people do, but like, you really never see them very often, and for good reason. They're not very good. Why would you make a cram bomber when you could make a cram airship with Doom Cram? Like, what's that Scarlet Dawn thing called again? Yep, and there goes that. This is why we don't fly in straight lines. This is why we don't act straight. We act, loopy. You thought I was gonna say gay, but I didn't. Except just then. But I didn't before. Haha, take that, I guess. Alright then. This doesn't look like... Alright, it's not gonna be quite a, this ain't quite a Bismarck or Yamato situation, because, these planes, they don't do the thing where they fly good. Okay, this could take a hot second, because these three final Tweeties are actually, damaged, which means, ironically, they, are harder to hit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wow, so many surface area bits on it. Okay, this is gonna take a second. This is gonna take a hot second, a hot sweaty second. Never mind! There goes another Tweety. It has evaporated. Is there gonna be another Tweety evaporation? Like, I keep thinking I'm gonna speed through this, and then a Tweety explodes, and I'm like, nope, we must witness this. We must bear witness! We must bear witness. Honestly, I could have called this when the Barracuda despawned, but you gotta give the little guys a fair go, you know? Like, maybe they'll make it. Probably not. But also, I like to see crams get lucky, so if that's how we do. Alright, so is this thing going to land? Yes, it is! Kablooey. Is that crambits? There are crambits. Whee! Alright, so now each one of these Tweeties is soloing in a Bacter, and that's awkward for it. This fella is very wobbly. Oh, that one's got at full health. This is making me have flashbacks to the time I tried to play through Nita Cram Only. Do not watch that series. It sucks. It's like, it's boring. It's live streams, which means unedited, but also, like, it takes so long to kill little things like this. Always have a laser. Oh my word, those crams got close. Oh boy, okay. Are these guys going to make it? Are they going to make it? I don't think they are. Gonna speed through this bit. I'm absolutely not locking onto the Tweeties. Alright then. Behold sped up footage. Okay, I'm going to call it there because I am picturing my future self looking at this footage and going like, dude! So there's two things that's going to happen here. Either the time's going to run out, or the Abactors are going to get a lucky shot on this Tweety and vaporize it like they did all of its friends. So I'm just going to call it there and say the Abactors won this one. I'm going to censor this violence, this horrible, horrible violence, by doing this. Alright, so Barracuda is dead. Jormungand versus a Bacter. Right there. Bactor. And that is now green. Not many fights left, and hopefully these shouldn't be too long because the two carriers are dead, and that is the thing that really made this take a long time. Alright, so... It is time for the Gotha versus the Outlaw. Alright, bad news for the Outlaw. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Let's do that. Let's do that again. Alright, let's... let's pretend that didn't happen, eh? You and me, it's our little secret. I definitely didn't spawn the boat in the air. That would be silly. Anyway, it's time for this poor thing to be shot to pieces by gun planes. Gunplane go brrrr. And... oh wait, I forgot that these guys have actually a lot of missiles that don't actually do that much. Ooh. Are the Deepwater Guard allowed... are those frag missiles? What's the deal here? Also, where are the missiles on this thing? Okay then, they just decapitated the main turret on the Outlaw, and that's not very good for the Outlaw, is it? Okay. Where is the missile silo on the... oh, there's another cram in there. I never realized. I literally never realized that. Are those diff guns? Those are. Oh, there's the thing. Oh, right. Now it's going to be a contest to see if the Gothas can shred this thing before they get missiled to death. Let's see what happens. Missiles go... wait. Oh, these are... I didn't know the Deepwater Guard was allowed purely kinetic missiles. Guess it doesn't make a huge amount of difference for them. I think the missile... okay, yep, that's a lot of blocks. Alright, so back to us not winning this. So we're learning things here. It's like, honestly, yeah, honestly, like, what we're really learning is that APS is amazing, and if you invest too heavily... the Gothas just collided with each other. Well, no. Sorry, they didn't collide with... I thought they did. It's because I saw two big chunks and thought it was both of them. Nope, looks like, one of them... looks like the missile volley said, hello. Are there missiles intact here? They're not. I don't even know what happened there. I think maybe it was just an incredibly lucky shot. What just happened? Did it go out of control? I don't know what happened there. Like, the Gothas seem to have a habit of, like, just evaporating. I was not expecting that. I thought they'd win. If anyone knows what happened there, I don't know. Admittedly, my camera work was not super good. But, well, there you go. There you go. So, Outlaw eliminated from the tournament, and we're going to put the Gotha over... actually, has the Gotha faced the anvil before? It has. So I'm just going to put the Gotha somewhere else, because I'm running this silly tournament thing, and if the anvil... they could end up facing each other again anyway, so it's all good. Alright, Moray versus Paddle Gun. My money is on the Paddle Gun for this one. Okay, so, it is a 1v1. Let's see what happens here. Let's see, I'm trying to... the Paddle Gun's shell velocity is not actually super good. Oops, I definitely didn't... nope, you saw nothing. Listen, I have been recording... and I've only myself to blame for this for like over 3 hours now, so I might be getting stupid. I might be getting a little stupid. Alright? So, you know, like, just enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe, support on Patreon, all that stuff, so I can afford lessons to be more smart. Okay then. Let's see, are these crabs gonna do anything? I think the paddle gun is probably just gonna shoot those down, if nothing else. Never mind. Alright, here's an idea. Let's charge straight at the wall of bullets. Of exploding, frag-filled bullets. Although, actually the paddle gun's... the paddle gun's coming off worse, health-wise. Oh dear. Oh, that was a sweet maneuver! It was a sweet maneuver! And... quite even, actually. So we've got evasion versus bullet spam. Wait a minute, are these things belt loaders? Are they? Huh. Okay, the Morai's actually winning. Wasn't expecting that. Really wasn't expecting that. I thought the paddle gun would tear it to pieces. What happened to you? Huh. Interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, frag gun go brrrr. I forgot about the frag guns on the Moray, which you underestimate at your peril. Okay then. Well then, I wasn't expecting that. My money was on the paddle gun for that one. Kablooey. Oh, the fights are getting faster. Oh, me likey. Oh, me likey. And future me who edits this, is definitely gonna likey. Okay, excellent. It's spreadsheet time already. Hey, that was fast, wasn't it? Okay, so, paddle gun has been eliminated from the tournament. So, I'm gonna Anvil versus Moray. Let's see. Did that happen? No, it didn't. So, Anvil, nope. Anvil versus Moray, nope. Alright, so I'm just gonna put the Moray here for giggles, just so we have some nice variety. Alright, Palisade versus Buccaneer. I think the Palisade will win this one? Or not? I don't know. Why am I guessing anything? I've been so surprised throughout this whole bloody silly tournamenty thing that I don't know what's what anymore. I don't know which way is up. I don't know east from west. I don't know black from white. I don't know who you are. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Wait, you're not in my house. I imagine that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I need a doctor. Okay. Buccaneer. Buccaneer, the biggest, fattest thing in the Deepwater Guard hard section. Right, and over here, Palisade. There's been a lot of pirate-on-pirate violence around here. Okay, it is a 1v1 again. Hooray! Now, let's see if the Palisade can kill the Buccaneer before the Buccaneer blows its face off. Right, so, uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh, that was a big explosion. Ah. I think the Buccaneer might have missile defense that's just slightly too good. Although it is driving straight into the missiles, which is not good for it. Oh, wow. Alright, so the Palisade drew some blood over there, but let's see over here. 75% health lost. Okay, so the missile bay is badly damaged. Yikes! Okay, wow. An AP gun goes wee. And it looks like those missiles pretty basic. Oh no, all of them are damaged. Okay, nope. Wow, that was quick and violent. Alright, the Buccaneer was like, you would not believe what I got beaten by. What bet the Buccaneer actually? Oh right, yeah, I remember now. It feels like so bloody long ago. The Buccaneer like barrel rolled into the sea when fighting the Barracuda. Right. Alright, so Buccaneer goes on. And we're gonna do some of this right here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna do a little bit of this and right, so Buccaneer versus whatever we chuck it against. Alright, Jormungand versus a Bacter. Let's see what happens here. Didn't I? It felt like I just did a fight versus the Bacter, but I guess the Bacter versus the Barracuda. Right. It was just because the Bacter was on screen for so long. Because of the frickin' Tweeties that refuse to die. Alright, Jormungand versus a Bacter. Here we go. Right, 2v1. Jormungand, let's see how you do. Although the Jormungand's crams might actually be able to do something for the first time in frickin' ages. Alright, first blood very much to the Jormungand. What just happened? Oh, torpedoes. That's what happened. Okay, no, the Jormungand is so dead. Or not. Hold on, let's see what happens here. The Jormungand is pretty damn tough, so, well, I mean, even when made of stone, so... Alright then, what's happening here? This Bacter is listing quite noticeably. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. It just decapitated that turret. Alright. But I think a turret got decapitated over here as well. Alright, secondary turrets though, so no worries. Uh-oh. Also shields. Shields do help. A lot. Oh wow, those are getting raw in there. Those are getting raw in there, mate. More inner Australian came out. Oh, this is the most battleshipy fight we've had this whole time. I wonder if the Jormungand is going to pull this out. Or not. Alright. Shifting, undamaged side facing that fella. Uh-oh, somebody lost a turret, somebody lost a turret. Although this guy's also gonna lose that turret. Wow, that's getting right in there. Uh-oh, nope, Jormungand's not winning that. Gave a bloody good fight though, I liked that. That was one of my favourite fights of this whole place. I don't know what accent I'm in, yarr. I think the Deepwater god madness has infested me, and now I can't resist but be a pirate. Yar, there she blows, there she disintegrates. Yar, me hearties, we're gonna be eating Jormungand for dinner, yar. Alright, I cannot do a pirate voice because I've been talking near constantly for like 3 hours now. I might be an insane person for even attempting this. Alright, so a Bacter goes on. Nice, nice, nice. And we're also going to have fights that we haven't had before. So I think the Bacter versus the Buccaneer. Right. Alright, so let's just make sure here. Alright, so a Bacter. Hold on, let's just check here. Thor has fought the Palisade, Felix, Barracuda. And Jormungand, it has not fought... Has it fought the Gotha? It has fought the Gotha, so it's going to be fighting the Buccaneer. Because I say so! Do not question me. I am the heart of the cards. I am a Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Buccaneer versus a Bacter goes over there. Wait, did I screw up here? Wait, no, I think I did screw up. The Outlaw won. Because it disintegrated. Sorry. Sorry. I just kind of automatically typed Gotha. This is why you don't do this all in one go, you know. You don't do that. That's silly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the Outlaw goes over here. Look, if I stuff that up, like, you know, there's no harm done, alright? Alright, Anvil versus Moray and Buccaneer versus Bacter. Two nasty... airships. I do remember that, right? Yeah, I remember being surprised by that. Being very surprised by the fact that the Gotha suffered critical existence failure. Oh gods, I can't remember anything. Help! You know, I would keep records of this, but I am. But if future me stuffs it up, like, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember. I remember now. I'm all good. I'm sane. I'm here. I'm here on planet Earth, alright? Alright, Anvil versus Moray. Here we go. I am so tired. I am so tired. I have been at this for years. Here we go! Right. Can mortars do the mortary thing? No way. Okay, that wow. Wow, both of the... Hold on. Everyone look up there. 97.8% health. The Anvil just basically took the exact same amount of health of both Morays. And the Morays are returning the favor, apparently. And what are those? Alright, the mortars are just doing things, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, looks like the Morays are winning. Never mind. Oh, wow. Never mind! This is why you don't fly too close to something with cram cannons. Especially if you are a squishy thing. Alright, Lambs does what? Lambs does nothing. Yeah, Lamb's tower got sniped off immediately. That is unfortunate. Wait, this isn't the old version of the thing, is it? That would be crazy. Okay. Alright, well, this moray went to market and died. Alright then, anvil. If this is going to be the anvil versus the halberd, that's going to be hilarious. Well, that moray is disintegrating. This is why you don't stick all your lamb's nodes on one easily shot off little thing. Dude. The moray is weirdly bad at avoiding gram cannons, honestly. Are these going to hit? They are. No, they're not. Oh, what? That did? What did that even blow off? It blew off a thing. Okay, then. Alright, these two are now even healthed. And the moray is just going to do a drive-by. Is it going to get shot in the booty? Yes, it is. Right, big cram's fired. That didn't do as much as I thought it would. Never mind, it did absolutely fine. It took out the engines. Alright, that was wonderfully, that was wonderfully violent. I liked that. Okay then, so Anvil goes on. And I'm gonna chuck it against the Outlaw just because. We're gonna give this moray its due and let it despawn first, though. Because who wants to miss the carnage? I don't. Do you? Why do you want to miss the carnage? Are you a crazy person? Are you a crazy person who wants to miss the carnage? How dare you miss the carnage? Carnage is good fun for the whole family. That is a weird thing to say. Alright, so if you ever wanted to... If you, for some reason, don't watch my stream VODs, or, wow, that was like a middle finger from the heavens right there. If you don't watch my stream VODs or don't watch my streams, this is what I'm like towards the end of, like, long streams. I'm just, like, completely baked. Okay, then. From the depths, from the depths, from the depths is from the depths. Alright, so. Right. Moray eliminated. Outlaw versus Anvil. Alright then. Some of these things are getting way more fights than the others, but I like to think it's the good stuff. Alright, okay, I think the Buccaneer is going to win. Alright, so Buccaneer versus a Bacter. Wait, is that right? Yes, it is right. Okay. Whew. Whew. Alright, Buccaneer versus a Bacter. I think the Buccaneer is going to win because I feel it in my tum-tum and my toes. Okay then, 2v1. Let's see, my money is on the Buccaneer for this one, I do have to say. Okay then, let's see here. Are these crimes going to miss? One of them did, the others didn't. Okay then. Alright then, very even. Actually, the Buccaneer's losing. No, it isn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, the Buccaneer is about to stop losing. Oof. Right, in a cram fight, the faster, more evasive thing usually wins. That is a massive generalization, and please do not take that at face value. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of delicious crammage. Delicious crammage! And unfortunately, the thing has now happened where the crams. Ooh! Eee, bonk, bonk. How many crams can you dodge? That was a lot. Okay. Someone is going to fall into the water, probably. Let's follow the bullets. What's happening? So right here, I think Alloy is making a little bit of a difference to the durability of these things. Because wood would with those tiny little APHE bullets, wood would basically vaporize. But Alloy vaporizes slightly less quickly. And looks like the Buccaneer, thankfully, well, thankfully for anyone fighting it, does not do the thing that later airships do, which is bounce up and down a lot. It's also, yeah, which means you can actually hit the damn thing with cram cannons. It also helps that the Abactors aren't moving very much, so they're nice, stable firing platforms. That does make a difference. Kablooey. Someone is not flying correctly. Whee! The crabs are also leading the target so much that that little Sea-Whiz can't actually keep up. That looked important. Huh, I think the Abactors might actually win this. In which case they are going to end up fighting either the Outlaw or the Anvil. Probably the Anvil, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Whee! Whee! It was a whee! Okay, this might take a while. Right, let's go check on the Abactors. How are they doing? I don't actually know what the Abactor is. Like, what that word means. Uh-oh. There's a lot less cram happening coming from the Abactors. I think somebody's been shooting at them a lot. Somebody! Not gonna say who. And this guy is now pitching up and down slightly, which is completely... I was about to say it was completely throwing off their aim, and then it stopped throwing off their aim. Oh, wow. Aha, that's probably why it's pitching up and down like that, because some of the pitch control in the front was, well, shut off. I don't know what some of those crams are doing, but they're definitely not doing anything particularly useful. Oh, wow. This is why I'm still haven't sped up the footage yet. But I'm probably going to do that very soon. Because quite frankly, it's cool to see crams hit. Let's have a look here. Okay, this guy has been scalped completely. Wow, that's you're basically half the ship used to be. Well, not exactly, but like, you know, superstructure basically exists to get blown up and from the depth. It's its main job, honestly. It gets blown up first, so other things get blown up later. How big is that turret? It must go, like, quite deep into the whole friggin' thing, you know? That, in technical language, that is exactly what I said. Yes, drive closer to that one Abactor. Or not. Okay, got clipped slightly. If the Abactors were armed with, like, you know, HEMP, this fight would be over long ago. Oh, bless the cotton socks, there's that tiny little gun that's trying to do things. Oh no! Oh, one of the Abactors is disintegrating. Okay then. This one probably isn't, it probably isn't like, what do we call it? Probably isn't gonna be long for this world, honestly. Whee! Oh, whee! Whee! Bum away. That song has a very sad story behind it. Oh, like, treat yourself, kind of, and go look that up. Okay then. My money is still on the Buccaneer. This was, again, this is closer than I thought it would be. I kind of thought the Buccaneer would dodge every single cram and then just laugh at the Abactor, but nope, it took a lot of damage. I mean, it took like less than 20% damage, but and it's still flying, and the kabooey, kabooey, kablooey. Now imagine if that was a frag gun or an AP heat gun. My goodness, wouldn't that be hilarious? Yep, there we go. Okay. Abactor's dead. Shame we didn't get to see the Gothas versus the Buccaneer, because that would have... I think my money... I don't know. Probably think the Buccaneer would have won that one anyway, but you never know, you never know. I've been forced to eat my words a lot. This particular... I nearly said stream. This is longer than most streams I do, but, yeah, okay, it's spreadsheet time. Spreadsheet time, okay. So, remember who actually won this time. Buccaneer. Buccaneer. Go over here. Versus whoever. Is it gonna be the Halberd versus the Buccaneer? Which is interesting, because I believe the Buccaneer lost against... Yeah, the Buccaneer lost against the Barracuda, kind of on a technicality, because I think it just kind of went for a swim to avoid colliding with something. Or maybe it lost some roll control, I don't know. Okay, Outlaw versus Anvil. Let's see what happens. See what happens. We're almost there. If you've been watching this whole time, give yourself a pat on the back. And for the love of peanuts, support me on Patreon, because I keep doing stupid things like this, and I don't know. I need to feel justified in doing it. Somehow, probably. Alright, alright, Outlaw versus Anvil. Anvil versus Outlaw. Righty-ho, here we go. My money is on the anvil. We'll have to see. Look at you being all frickin' yellow. What are you doing? Right. First blood, anvil, and second blood. That took a lot of... That did a lot of damage. What the hell? Ah, yes. Torpedoes. What are the mortars doing? Whee! Alright, who's winning? The anvils might lose this. How about that? Aha! Wiggly frontsiders versus, not so wiggly broadsider. That lamb stick got taken down again. What is the point of that thing? And... oh, cattle gun down. That looked important, whatever that was. Ooh, what just happened? Hold on. Game just had a lag spike. What happened there? Ooh. AI compartment? No way, Jose. I think it might have been, actually. Okay, mortars say hello. So one of the worst nightmares of a mortar carrier is something that like moves back and forth, like forwards and backwards, because mortars really have trouble compensating for that. I mean, they have trouble compensating for most things moving at all, but alright, one of the outlaws is dead. Alright, can the anvil make a magic happen here? My guess is not really. And kablooey. It's way too late in the video to say, like, take your bets on who's gonna win the whole thing, right? Should have said that at the beginning. Maybe I'll edit that in. Maybe I won't. Actually, I think the anvil is gonna win because the mortars are gonna do terrible things. Or not, I don't know. Yes, actually. Mortars are gonna do what mortars do best. Or are they? That one... ooh, okay then. Alright, so looks like the mortar did something over here. AI, yep, AI did. Oh wow, the anvil's gonna come in and clutch here. The anvil is gonna get annihilated by the Buccaneer. Probably. I don't actually know for sure. Please don't run into the thing that's... Here's the thing, alright, here's the weird thing. You look at the outlaw and you think like, alright, that's a medium-ish ship, and then you look at the anvil and think like, cool, blimey, that thing looks huge. They're not that different in terms of size. The sense of scale in From the Depths is like completely balked. Like, you can't tell how big anything is unless you take actual measurements, or when things get close to each other, which usually means they've collided with each other. Kablooey. And AI dead. Okay, the anvil, once again, takes no prisoners. No prisoners whatsoever. Also, it's weird, I've really gotten used to seeing the Oynx watch with like that yellow brick road kind of look, and I think it suits them. Or maybe I've just lost my mind entirely from trying to record such a big monster video. How does Lathrix do it? I don't know. Don't answer that. The answer is obvious, don't answer that. Please spare my tiny feelings. Okay then, spreadsheet time. Spreadsheet time, spreadsheet time, spreadsheet time, spreadsheet time. Alright, Buccaneer versus Anvil. This is the second to last fight of this whole mess. This delightful mess here. Okay then. Also, they're very close in terms of cost, so it's a 1v1. Oh, it's a 1v1. Yeah, it's a 1v1. Oh, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be so cool. Where are they? I need them. Batman, where are you? Let's go. Alright, let's see here. I just remember that the Buccaneer is actually, like, not as good at dodging crams as you might think it is. Yeah, the end definitely first blood to Buccaneer. And the lamb stick is not disabled, but it might as well be. Alright, let's see here. Right, are these on target? Yes, they are, but they got shot down. Okay then, what just happened there? Ooh, whoopsie daisy, something important happened. Alright, that was a whole as cram cannon. And this was a paddle wheel. And also a lot of cram bits. Alright, so, turns out crams with actual hardeners in them, very good getting through Seawiz, although not when they miss. Alright, Buccaneer is winning. Yeah, Buccaneer is winning. That's basically the end of it. Are the mortars doing anything? Okay, so yeah, Buccaneer, fast, drive in big circle, shoot any cram that come close. Alright, who's gonna... Oh, I'm going to manipulate... Ah, where are the buttons on my keyboard? Kablooey. And there... What was that? That was a cram cannon. And those crams got shot to pieces. Except for one of them, which scratched the paint. Okay, the Buccaneer is winning this pretty handily. Yeah, the Anvil is a very specialized ship. She's very, very specialized. What was that? Okay. I think the Anvil's crams are actually over-penetrating. Thanks, From the Depths. That's what I wanted to lock onto. Not the big, cool cram shell, the other thing. And that has whiffed horribly. Huh. Why is the Seawiz not firing anymore? Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Alright, we're gonna play cram tennis. Assuming this cram cannon ever fires again. I don't know how disabled it is. It's not disabled at all. I think... Well, how about that? Okay, nope, that's not... Alright. Looks like the Anvil's detection systems have been damaged, which is not good for it. Alright, money's still on the Buccaneer, because it has most of its weapons still online. Yeah, nope, that cram cannon is... nope, cram cannon disabled. Cram cannon very much disabled. You know, I like stone, but it is amazing. It is a lot more squishy than metal, I tell you what. I think maybe I effectively sabotaged the Oynx watch by converting metal to stone. Oh boy. Oh god, I got the hiccups. Oh no. The peanut butter, it's back for revenge. No! Avenge me! But also, like, I don't know, avenge the Anvil as well as you like, because it's dead. Well then, looks like the Buccaneer is gonna be doing, it's gonna be facing off against the Halberd, which is actually a pretty good fight. My money is on the Halberd. Like, the Halberd got super lucky, like, against the Gotha in particular. Super lucky! Super, super lucky. Also, I've done myself no favors in this friggin' tournament because this spreadsheet is a nightmare. Well, it's not a nightmare, it's just not conducive to remembering what happened, which is a problem if you're streaming for... Streaming? Recording! For so long. Alright then. Fight. And now it's the Halberd versus the Buccaneer. The final round! And we will see... Did I spell Buccaneer wrong? Yes, I did. Okay. Halberd versus Buccaneer. Who will be the best in the hard category? This is actually ideal because we've ended up with an Oynx watch craft versus a Deepwater guard craft, which is perfect. This is what we like to see. Okay then, let's go. Alright, here it is. The final fight of this monster tournament video thing. Assuming I haven't split it up into smaller videos. I don't do sensible anymore. I've decided being stupid is more fun. Anyway, let's push the button. I push the button, and now the fight will begin. And now let's see what happens. Alright, cram cannons have whiffed. And the Buccaneer is copping it. Yep, okay, so nope, the Halberd's not having an easy time of it either. I think the cunning part here is putting block clusters at the fore and aft, so the middle section kind of gets left alone, he says. Oh no! Well, you know, that's what happens when you don't have active defense. Damn! Wow! Look at that. Okay, nope, I wasn't expecting that. Well, it looks like the Buccaneer, like, tore through the entire loser circus. I'm gonna just check here to see the fights that the Buccaneer had. Alright, so the Buccaneer lost against the Barracuda, it won against the Sunfish, it won against the Palisade, and the Abactor, and the Anvil, and here it is, it's about to win against the Halberd. Yeah, the Halberd just, just like... Yeah, you put your big gun right in the middle of, of your craft, which is the bit that cram cannons are most likely to land on. Bad move, as it turns out. Bad move. Admittedly, really, I thought the Halberd would do better than that. How about that? How about that? Turns out having a nice big Sea-Whiz on your gun... Having a nice big Sea-Whiz gun on your craft is a good idea. Who would have thought? Especially if it has long, sexy tracers. Ooh, yeah, there's bits falling off now. Yeah, that right there is why you don't put your weapon, your one big important main weapon right in the middle. It works so long as... It actually works, like, well for the most part until you deal with cram cannons, because cram cannons, like, are really just have a knack for landing right in the center of massive stuff. So yeah, that's it. Like, I don't think the Halberd can come back from this, but we'll have to see. So let me know, like, let me know your thoughts on this tournament-y type thing. Not to count my chickens before they're hatched, but like, why did the Buccaneer won because it's fast as hell, it's a good broadside, and it has a nice big Sea-Whiz on it, and also has a lot of crammage, which means that, weirdly enough, despite... Oh, there goes the Halberd. Whee! Well then. That was super fun. I hope you had fun too. Alright, so the ultimate winner is the Buccaneer. Not only did it beat pretty much every Oynx watchcraft it went up against, it actually mostly fought, now I think about it, it mostly fought against other... Well, no, it didn't. Like, it fought against two other... three. It mostly tore through, like, other Deepwater guardcraft to ultimately get the vaunted as hell... title of winner of the Alloy Deepwater Guard vs. Stone Oynx Watch title thing. Alright. So I just need to do an important thing to the spreadsheet just off screen. And that is this. That is this. Whee! Check it out! We have a winner after, like... How many craft with that? Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Am I insane? Hold on. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh, it is 20. How about that? So, like, out of 20 craft, the Buccaneer is the winner. Hey! Give a round of applause in the comments for the Buccaneer without actually spoiling the result of this whole video, because people are gonna be sitting, like, here for, like, a long time to find out who ultimately wins. Or just skipping ahead to the end, as some people do, no judgment. Anyway, that was super fun, and I hope you liked it. How long have I been sitting here recording? Gods, that was almost 4 hours. Okay, well, I'm an idiot, apparently, but, you know, it'll be worth it, probably. Because watch time, and also stuff blowing up, I guess? I don't know. This week, I am determined to do content that I enjoy doing, so that's what we're doing right now. So, you're welcome, myself, but also you watching. Alright! Thank you all so much for watching. Indeed, like, extra thank you for watching this time. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon, or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. For the Patreon, lowest tier, you get access to a Patreon-exclusive Discord where you can talk with me directly and other people, and we can talk about silly video ideas like this, among other things. The highest tier, I'll even build stuff for you, or draw stuff for you, because, by the way, I draw stuff. I have an art stream I do once a week over on Twitch, and I also do 2 From the Depths streams, and 1 miscellaneous gaming stream, currently playing through Impossible Creatures at time of recording, and if you don't know what that is, treat yourself, go look at my playthrough. It is great fun, thank you, very please. I need to go outside, because I've been inside for 4 hours, like, staring at a screen for the most part, and basically I need to go outside and move my limbs a little, because I'm not sure they're all there anymore. So thank you again, farewell! ERT, it is a pirate's life for me.